Hello, everybody, and welcome. Great to have all you guys in here. Need a little more, for the introduction part. Yeah, that sounds about right. Everything was set today because we had a fantastic time today. We were actually interviewed. Mm-hmm. That's right, which was very cool. By Happy Trails Hiking, a friend of ours for a long time on here, and it's kind of weird being on the other side. It always is like that.
Yeah, it definitely was. And guys, if you haven't checked that out, the Motivational Monday interview with everything behind Puša Studios. It's just half an hour, but it's worth watching. Wink, wink. Shameless plug. Let's start with shameless plug right here, right now on this Monday show tonight. Welcome, everybody.
That's right, great guys. Great to have you all in here. We haven't done this in a little bit, guys. It's been a little while since we did it, but you know what? Getting a lot of the same questions, I find that comes by the season, and I find fall is when a lot of people get back into YouTube, and the rules have changed so much, and things are changing at light speed. There's been a lot of confusion going on about some stuff, and some people doing some stuff that maybe they're not even really realizing just how much of a harmful impact they're doing to their own channel. Boom, in early. There you go, farm. All good to see you. Just watch his latest video. Really great. I love this farm and stuff, man. Moto G Spot, how are you? Great to see you. This our dream. Michael Kittle Coins in the house. How are you? Texas Lottery Fun, Coffee, Music. Riley Finchfield, because you guys been losing a lot of watch on. Oh, okay, yeah. That stuff we'll maybe get into it, but if not, we can do that more tomorrow night as well on Tech Talk Tuesday. So we'll leave it kind of open. Great to have all you guys in here and everybody in here. I'll say hi to in just a few minutes, guys. Give everybody time to come in. In the meantime, hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends, folks, get them in here, let them know. The more people, the better the discussion. It is absolutely awesome to see all you guys in here. I sent you a DM on Twitter about YouTube taking back views. Oh, okay. Sorry, we're trying to get through our Twitter, guys. It's just scraping in a mountain. It feels like a lot of times. We do our best, so just be patient with us. We are trying. Sorry about that. We wish we could do it faster. But between all the social media platforms, they do add up. And especially Twitter. So we will get to it for sure. It's great to have all you guys in here. Also, guys, even though tonight we're doing the survival guide, still as always, guys, don't forget about your selfies. A great way to be seen. That's right, guys. A selfie of you watching us. You can't do that. A selfie of you. Upload it to Twitter using the hashtag Blue Wrench Group so us and everybody can find you. And remember, guys, we are featuring one a day now. We pick after. There's our one. No, Andrew, you're lying. There's the one from yesterday, guys. Jackie Haru. It caught a lot of eyes. I love that, and that's what you want to stand out. So we're picking one a day, and we put up your channel with a link beside it in a separate community post, and also is probably some of you seeing as an intro card on the opening credit as well. So just some more places to be seen, guys. So don't forget to get those in. We've been getting a lot lately, and that's awesome. And if you're new to our Twitter while you're over there, don't be shy to hit the subscribe button. And follow us. We hit 3,000 subscribers last week. Thanks to all you amazing people. It's a great way to keep in contact with all the fellow creators, not just us. When you check out channels, check out their social medias too and see what they have.
We hit 3,000 subscribers on Twitter. That's right. That is amazing.
Why? What did I say?
No. You
okay. Oh, it was like you were correct. I didn't know if you were backing me up or correcting. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I'm just trying to keep up. I'm just saying
how amazing it is and how excited I am.
Yep. That. Oh, Jackie, thank you. It's amazing. It definitely had impact, and that's good. That's a great way to be seen. You definitely made yourself stand out from the crowd. That's for sure. A
little bit in an Area 51 theme.
Yep. Oh my God, you did a fantastic job. Great to have all you guys here. Once again, guys, hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends you're new here. Please hit subscribe. The more you tweet it out, guys, we do appreciate it. It reaches out more into your niches, gives us a chance to meet more people. Everybody in here to meet more people. You know how it goes. The Corn Life Network, how are you? Great to see you. Said he's going to get ready for a selfie in the near future. That is awesome. Back in the saddle again, my friend. Back in the saddle again. I love it. So many great channels in here, guys. Terrell's Artwork channel, our very first wrench we ever had. Oh, thank you for the congrats on 10.3. Guys, we're still getting questions on this. I'm going to give a fast one here, and I'm going to keep pushing this just so everybody understands, because some people think they're getting screwed over. So here you go. This is the very, very fast explanation. This is for our case. Up to 1,000 subscribers, Social Blade or any other third-party program will broadcast you in real time. You have 724, 286, 519. You're going to see it. After 1,000, you're going to go up by 10. So if you're if you go to your live subscriber count and it says 11,020, and then it's going to update when it gets to 11,030, but it won't show the 9 in between getting there. So right now we've been holding at live subscriber count 10,300. This is going to stay this way until we officially pass 10,400. And if we drop, it will go back down. Because right now at this point, at this moment in time, let me tell you, we have 10,032. So this still has 68 more to go before it can turn to 10,400. This can all be found right down here on the information where it breaks it down for you. Because now we're in the 5-digit category, it takes every 100. When people hit the 6-digit, it's every 1,000, and so on and so on and so on. So that day we lost minus 61. We didn't lose them. It's just Social Blade couldn't count them anymore because it had to roll it back to 10,200 for it to make sense. Then the day we hit 10,300, which was Friday, it took the 61 that we lost and anything we gained and added up, and that's why it says plus 100. Now when we hit 10,400, there'll be all these dashes, and all of a sudden you'll see another 100 appear. So don't worry, you're not losing your subscribers. Only you know after 1,000 what your exact number is, and of course that's in your studio beta, not the classic. Exactly as YouTube has told people where to look for it. So that's the little point. And once again, they had put this eye right beside it where you can click onto, and it gives a full breakdown on everything that's happening. So you're not losing subscribers, you're not getting purged, you're not losing anything. It is just the way. Oh my God. Block. God. There we go. I had to reinstall my computer, so I'm getting all those unbelievably pain in the ass messages again. So there you go, guys. Just wanted to touch base on that because I know that's been adding some confusion, and there's all kinds of reasons going around. There's no purge. None. Zero. Auto. Well, you're getting purged all the time. I mean, that's a given. That YouTube has stated that 8 months ago when they brought in the new purging system. So don't worry, the sky's not falling, you're not losing everything. It is just the way that third-party programs have to count now based on the access granted to them by YouTube. So they don't have access anymore to up-to-date numbers after 1K. So I hope that helps with that, because yeah, we're still getting a lot of... These are all things, guys, we're starting to get a lot of messages about. And some things have been kind of playing on our nerves lately, and I think got to be addressed. So we'll get into them in a few minutes, guys. Give time to come in, guys. If you haven't hit the like button, please do. Tweet it out, tell friends, all that good stuff. Great to have all you guys in here. We've got, it's time. It was time to do it, one of these streams again. So
you well know that when we do YouTube live streaming guide, it is usually time for Andrew's special rant as well. I know that's what they're waiting for. I know that. So yes, you're gonna get that too. It kind of comes 2 in 1, you know, for one price to get both. For one day. It's the only day of the week that, or when it's on, that Xavier doesn't have to listen to my rant on solo. Yes, yeah. Exactly. You can share it with me. Now, I have a question to the chat. I can't seem to tag anybody. Do you have a problem with that, or is just my problem on my side here? It doesn't seem that it let me guess. It does. It works for you.
It's working for me.
Doesn't work for me. Okay, well, that's a problem.
Are you logged out by any chance?
No, I'm not.
That's
okay,
so
well, I'll try to figure out. Okay, it's all good then. In the meantime, guys, if you could click that like button, share it out, I would really appreciate it. Of course, if you can subscribe to us if you're new, thank you so much. And if you already subscribed, double check if you still are and ring the bell to know when we're on next. Also, make sure that the email that you receive your notifications is your current and updated one. Otherwise, what's the point of notifications? I'm just asking.
Very true. That is very true. Very true. I can't argue with that logic whatsoever. She's absolutely right, guys. Listen to the lady. It's great to have you all in here, guys. This is the series that we had started a while back, there's lots of places to find out how to use OBS, how to stream. There's lots of places to learn about XSplit. There's all kinds of ways to learn how to connect to the new system. This is where we dive a little bit deeper into the psychology of the whole thing of live streaming, how to deal with scenarios onto it, and yes, a lot of the problems going around with live streams. I know some of the stuff we say in these ones is going to upset some people. It always does. It's not meant to, and there's nobody specific. I ask anybody from always refrain from putting names in any of our live streams whatsoever. But there is things to be discussed, and it is important to get them out, and it is for the health of all of us like that. Because live streams to me still are the Wild West. They really are, and that's an exciting time to be on YouTube. And it's also frustrating. You're gonna get more gray area on this part of the platform than anywhere else combined. Just because it's still new and everybody's still figuring it out, and the platform itself is still figuring it out. So it's going to it's going to be frustrating for a while. It's not over by a long shot, but don't ever diminish all the great highs from it as well. There is always got to be balance to everything, and this was no exception whatsoever. So we'll get into it in a few minutes, guys. Hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends, all that good stuff, guys. You're new here, subscribe, and don't forget about your selfie as well, guys. Selfie of you watching us. You can't do that selfie of you. Upload to Twitter using the hashtag Blue Orange Group so us and everybody can find you. And
Super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat. Stacking Stormtrooper, thank you so much. Super sticker, super chat, thank you. I love getting you by surprise.
Sunny, you know what to do. Oh, she knows. She knows. Thank you so much, though, for the super chat. And thank you also to Over 50 and Fabulous that gave one before the live stream even started as well. Thank you so very much, guys. We do appreciate the support. A lot of that money, guys, is going right back into... Oh, jeez.
Super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat. Hey, you, Stacking Stormtrooper, thank you so much. Thank you, Stacking Stormtrooper, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. Incoming, Senya,
now,
if you will.
it seems that I can't tag anybody in the chat. So since I'm the one usually mostly in the chat, you will have to keep an eye on your name on anything that I'm putting out there, if it requires addressing to you personally or not, because it seems I'm not able to tag anybody.
Copy emoji and put it in Notepad beside it. Anytime you type, just put the same type of emoji like 4 times or something. So
The personal, you know.
Yeah, and that way at least put it in front of the name since you can't highlight it.
Yes.
So it stands out.
Yes, I will put a smiley face.
There you go.
If I'm addressing, even if I'm saying you're doing something wrong.
Oh my God!
Super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat. Weekend Warrior Adore, so good to see you again. Thank you so much.
Oh my God!
Thank you so much, Weekend Warrior Outdoors, and super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat,
Very
super
funny.
sticker, super chat.
Very
Keep
funny.
it up, Stacking Stormtrooper. Keep it up. Thank you so much, super sticker, super chat train. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm so glad they got that feature. So glad we got that.
Oh, yeah, keep it up, keep it up. That's right, as the super sticker says.
Yeah.
I even did it today on Art Morbid's request on Happy Trails Hiking interview, yeah.
And there's Happy Trails Hiking right there, folks, who interviewed us today. If you do not have her, grab her up, folks, and check out that interview after. It was absolutely awesome. Had a fantastic time. Thank you so much for having us, Kay, and great questions, a great time. So,
oh my God, Stacking Stormtrooper says, Andrew, you have no idea how long I wanted to do this.
Oh, I got a good idea. I got a good idea.
Hello again, Paul Pack Drive Tube as well was in the morning in the chat during our interview with Kay from Happy Trails Hiking. Guys, check out Kay, Happy Trails Hiking.
And I'm glad you got to meet Kay this morning. She's a fantastic channel. Another great channel for you to connect with. So that is absolutely awesome. Great to have you today. Came in to cheer on for okay. Everybody loves the super stickers. Everybody loves super stickers. Chills TV, how are you? Great to see you.
Oh my God. Number 1 fan. Who is the number 1 fan? It is Super Sticker, Super Chat, Super Sticker, Super Chat, Super Sticker, Super Chat, Super Sticker, Super Chat. It's number one fan stacking Stormtrooper. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
It's that whole Eastern European clap.
What? It's not Eastern European. It's your wife's clap. It has nothing to do with where
It's
it
so
comes from.
stern and locked in like that. It's just so locked in, the whole thing about it. Yeah. Oh God, I'm gonna get hurt. I'm gonna get hurt anytime she starts doing stuff like that. Yeah. I'm gonna get a nail
I'll
in the
try that
eye or
next
something
time.
like that. Yeah, impaled.
Raid of Super Chat. Yes, that's right. Thank you so much, stacking Stormtrooper.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was really kind of you. Really generous. Thank you so very much.
Yeah, stacking Stormtrooper also sent us a couple of the stickers last week.
That is so cool. Yeah, that is really cool. Quento Palmore, how are you? Great to see you. Great to see you. Andrew, do you want to sleep in the dog? I don't mind the doghouse. I'm always in the doghouse. I'm so not worried about that. I stay where I'm at. I like being in trouble because I know where I stand. Oh God, you're up.
Super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat. Bryce from New Zealand. Hey, you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Super sticker, super chat.
I'm not part of it.
Well, was that more exciting? Super sticker, super chat. Oh my God.
Oh, she's nuts, folks. She's nuts.
Yes, it was a great interview, Paul. I got to reminiscent a little bit at the beginning of our live streams on YouTube and talk shop and a little bit about us as well. That was really great, guys. If you haven't checked that out, the link is in the chat. Check it out. Interview with us on Happy Trails Hiking channel.
And don't forget, guys, to hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends, all that good stuff, guys. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe. We'd love to show you more what we got going on, guys. You guys are absolutely fantastic, the best of the best, the top of the top, and that means you got great friends just like you guys. We'd love to meet them. Fabulous bunch of people in here. Nothing wrong with the clapping. Love it. Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah, but I'm sitting here. I'm in the one that doesn't. I should have like football equipment on or
Like
something like
it's
that.
so like stereotypical Eastern European clap.
Because it is. It's so. It's so matter of fact in the whole thing.
I might have to think about it and do my own YouTube survival guide on this one.
Oh.
Marriage survival guide.
Marriage
Start
survival,
another
yeah.
channel, you know.
Yeah. There you
Marriage
go.
consulting. Take advice or not from us.
Or ask people to give us advice.
Yes, call in.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, maybe we could get on video call-in show. You know, everybody could call in and jump on with marriage advice.
This is true.
He's like, no.
Yeah,
No.
that's the old exit stage, right?
Yeah. He's like, just about to come in the chat. He's like, no, I'm not here. I'm not here.
It is not happening.
Hello.
It is not happening, folks.
Oh my. Now, Nathan Lee, no subs are gone. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just, no. Breathe, Xenia, breathe, okay? When you go on Social Blade and you look at any subscriber count, the last subscriber count is going to have that little eye icon. Well, now if you click on that little eye letter, it's going to tell you exactly why you see what you see.
Yeah.
And if you haven't clicked on that, there's also an article on Social Blade main page. There's also a YouTube descriptions about that. There's also our Tuesday Tech Talk last week when we talked about that and our tweets about that. Get informed, guys. Get informed. It's not ours, not yours. It is Social Blade. And Social Blade is not your analytics on YouTube. Your YouTube Studio Beta is your analytics. I actually had to explain a couple of people's what and where to find YouTube Studio Beta last week. Like, guys, you're creators. You have to know these basic things.
And it is coming, guys, and you got to get used to it because it's coming sooner than later. And once it's phased in, guys, it's going to be here to stay. And it's got a lot of great information to it. A lot better than the classic. I know change sucks, and we got enough to deal with on here. It sucks every time they go and change it up. But in the end, it's a lot more beneficial for what you do here. So I hope you will take the time to really get to know it because it's going to be in your favor when it's all said and done. So
A Space, hello, how are you? Good to see you here as well. Wendell Live joining us, the producers live in Uganda. Hello, who I remember have been in Riga. Tia and Andy, we check our YouTube studio beta multiple times a day. Surprised some people don't use it. Yeah, some people didn't even know of its existence, which, like, it does surprise me because it's the same as working on any other job. You know, no, of course you can't know every in and out, but there are basic things that you have to know being as a creator, and one of them is existence of YouTube Studio Beta. Ghost Pirate, hello, how are you? Reckless FPV here as well. We're gonna say hi to each and every one of you. FDL Seeker, senior message, couldn't answer just yet, guys. Usually it takes a couple days for us to answer, I guess. Yeah, we'll try to answer everybody. It takes some time.
We do try, guys.
If we don't answer in a week, then bombard us again. Otherwise, just please be patient with us. Andrew's going to say hi to each and every one of you in just in a little bit of time, and that means it's your time to hit that like button, share it out, subscribe if you're new, and ring the bell if you think you're subscribed already. As well as put that selfie of yours, hashtag BlurryTroop on Twitter, for a chance to be shouted out on the screen during the stream on our community page as a selfie of the day and at the beginning credits of our show every day.
That's right, guys. And Paul Peck Drywall says, I love the new metrics in the studio beta. It is really awesome. It takes time, but it is awesome. And just as a side note, like Zenny said a while ago, guys, vidIQ, TubeBuddy, Morning Fame, those are all tools to help you build your channel. I'm not knocking Social Blade. Please do not take it that way. But it's not really a tool for building your channel. It is what it is, and that's as far as it goes. It does what it does very well, but it's not exactly a channel building tool. It's more of a public moderating for numbers.
Channel history reference.
Yes. It's not anything more than that. Like I said, what it does well. I'm not trying to knock it, but it is nowhere near in the same category as those other programs. We had somebody ask last week, should I get TubeBuddy, vidIQ, Social Blade? And it's like, no, please do never use Social Blade for your growth or anything like that. Craft Beer Pours in the house. How are you, my friend? Great to see you. I wonder if it's both of you and Trish. Great to see you both. They're proud new parents of their third boy, guys, and they're amazing people. Past guest of ours from from our first season, actually, and just such awesome people. We got to hang out on their live stream the other night, and that was a lot of fun. That was really fun. Guys, hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends, guys. We're going to get into this very soon, and I think it's time to say some hellos to all the amazing people hanging out in here, because there is no shortage of them. That is for sure. I want to say a great big hello and welcome to Wendell Live in the house. We got Tommy Bites. We got T and Andy. We got Texas Lottery Fun. We got Stacking Stormtrooper. We have Shawana Like Channel. We have Shane Smithson. We got Reckless FPV. We got Playworthy. We got Paul Peck Drywall too. We got Nomad Unbroken. We got MU Free Music. There we go. It all got cut off. By the way, guys, MU Free Music is who you're hearing exclusively again tonight. Make sure to grab them up. Great place to find videos for your live streams and your music for your live streams and videos, guys. You get right from the source. You don't have to worry about where it came from. So definitely make sure to check it out. Nathan Lee is in the house. How are you? Great to see you. We have Messenger Empath. Welcome on. We have Moto G Spot in the house. We got Moment with Chip. We got Miss Ride or Die, folks. Miscellaneous Magnets. MFB TV. We have Melanie the Moderator. We got Maturish. We got Marco Eats. We got Mantown Safe. We got Mandy Mix Media Queen. We have May in Thailand. Love Crochet Crafts Jewelry and more. We got Cowento Palmore. We got Ketchup and Pie ASMR. We have Kaylin Strickland. We got Caitlin K&S Variety Shop. We got Jeff's Custom RC. We have Happy Trails Hiking, who we were a guest on today, guys. If you do not have her, grab her up and check her out. We've known her for a long time and had a great interview. She did a fantastic job. Thank you for having us. Gothic Roses in the house, folks. We got Ghost Pirate. We got Geo Jerry's Adventures. We got FDL Seeker. We got Dis Our Dream. We have Dagon Hills. Craft Beer Pours in the house. Christian Raymond Pastor. We got Casper to y'all. We got Canada's World. We got Bryce from New Zealand. Bobby's in the house. We got Backwoods Billy Craft Beer Reviews. A Space for 3 is in here. Thank you so much for all the push you do for us as well. You're absolutely fantastic. Angelette Art is in the house. We have A.B. and Woo and A Producer's Life in Uganda. Great to have you all in, guys. I also see down at the bottom here your friends. Your friendly Taku. How are you? We have Woodbidgeon Outdoors, our fellow Canuck. Great to see so many great channels here, guys. I know it misses some, so definitely say hi in the channel and highlight our name so we can give you a hi back. Chris's channel, great to see you. Had a fantastic time hanging out with you today. That was awesome. Watch them call all those channels, those places that are spamming other people. That was awesome. Cupcakes photos sent to you on Twitter. That is awesome. Ralph Trucking, hope you're doing fantastic. Good to see you. Guys, like I say, you are a fantastic group. It is an honor, a pleasure, a privilege to have you all in, guys. Let's let them know. Hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends, all that good stuff. If you're new here, hit the subscribe. Love to show you more of what we do. And don't forget about your selfies, folks. That's right. We want to feature you guys. So a great place to grow your channel, great place to grow your Twitter page. Just upload it to Twitter and use the hashtag Blue Wrench Group. A selfie of you watching us. You can't do that. A selfie of you. And we'll pick one at the end of it and we'll feature it on our own community post as we did with Jackie Howder yesterday. Our resident sweetie, as we like to call her. There she is. And you could be the next one up there, guys. Just to give you that extra push. And also, we'll put you on the beginning credits of our next live stream as well. So, it was great, Christian. I agree. It was great. Barry G's RCs, how are you? Hope you're doing fantastic today. Enlightening and empowering. I like that, Dagon Hills. You are so awesome. Honestly, you are just amazing. I love it. So many great channels in here, guys. We're going to have our discussion tonight, guys. We're going to be talking about live streaming. This is important for a lot of channels, guys. This has been coming up a lot of questions about it, and a lot of misconceptions about it. So I think there's going to be some things that might even surprise. Some of you heard some of us say it already, but this will be a full-on discussion about the matter. So, Kathy's World and Friends, hello everyone. Did you already cover? Hello everyone. Did you already cover? Are you hurting? No,
we didn't. And I do see some of the questions not related directly to what we're talking about. If we do have time left after we are done with our tonight's dedicated topic, we are going to answer your questions as well. If not, they're going to roll over to tomorrow, which is Tuesday Tech Talk at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yep. That's right, guys. And that's a 3-hour discussion where you can just bombard us with questions, and everybody in the chat's helping. We're answering. Everybody's helping each other out. But guys, on these topics tonight as well, too, while we're in, please feel free, guys, keep the discussion going in the chat. The discussion leads to great outlooks on YouTube, guys. It really does. So, love seeing you guys discussing it and sharing your opinions with each other. As always, guys, please, I always stress this, never mention anybody's other channel's name, though, whether for good, if it's a bad thing or anything like that. Don't ever do that one, please. That's the only thing. I'm going to share my live stream where I did a show.
Send us a DM if you can
please.
on Twitter. I would really appreciate it. If you don't have Twitter, you can on Instagram as well. I'll try to catch you there.
Yeah,
thank
please.
You.
We do appreciate it. Yes, because we would love to see it. So thank you so much for letting us know. Auctions for you. How are you? Great to see you in the house. Hope you're doing fantastic, guys. We're getting up there, guys. 75 in the house, guys. It's been up over 80 some. It's back and forth. I think there's a little bit of network kick because it looks like an awful big dive happened for a bit. So if that happens, it's F5 on your keyboard, Command R if you're on Mac, and just refresh on your phone. Wish we could fight that, but unfortunately that's completely out of our hands. So thank you so much, Auctions for you, and much love back to you. And great channels we've been getting to meet through there as well. What a great bunch of people. So it's great to have you in. Alrighty, guys, what time is it? I think it's about time to get into it. So what do you think?
I think so.
Grant McIntosh is in the house. How you doing, my friend? Always great to see you. Grant McIntosh as well, guys, part of the Grove Friday team. An amazing channel. And I always feel so welcomed in there. It's always great to see you, Grant and Janet. Yeah, I don't have Twitter yet. That's good, because we're hoping with these selfies, that was part of the thing, too, that it would motivate people to get onto Twitter. As much as it can be a pain to use sometimes, that's me, so I'm no fanboy of it, but it does help. So, hey, Inspired John, quick hello to, oh my God, not like, you're the great one, my friend, great to see you. Fantastic to see all you guys in here. If you buffer, don't suffer. Hit refresh. That's right.
Ah, that's right.
He remembers it. He remembers the expression. Give it to them, Xenia.
That's right. If you don't, if you buffer, don't suffer. Hit refresh. That's right. Wood Pigeon Outdoors. So good to see you as well. Sandy King, I just went to my channel page and it said no subscribers.
This might be part of what's going on with YouTube tonight too. There's a lot of buggy stuff, and that sounds like it. I don't know if you guys remember. Some of you were with us back then. We were at 4,430. We went to go live, and we dropped 4,000 subscribers right there on Social Blade, like we show it here on our home screen. It literally spun and went to 430 just before we went live, and we were freaking out. Did somebody hack us? Did this happen? Did that happen? We got them back about a half hour later. But I think YouTube is doing.
Still have them according to Social Blade, and I can't see them on your channel. But it looks like there's a glitch. It seems that you're hiding your subscriber count. So just double check that in your settings you're not hiding it.
How do you get your channel type to filter into your? How do you get your channel? Oh, okay, yeah. That's more of a Tech Talk Tuesday question, T and Andy, because it takes a little bit more. But roughly, it's just capturing a browser shot. Going through OBS.
Now, I'm going to try to capture all of your questions, and if we have time, we will answer them at the end of the show. If not, it's going to roll over to tomorrow on Tuesday Tech Talk, okay?
Oh, 3B video. I haven't been able to be here for a few days. Missed you guys. We missed you too. Life always comes first, guys. You're always welcome when you can make it and you choose to make it. It's our pleasure to have you. We understand more than anybody. Chris's World, much love to you as well. Hope you're doing fantastic. Oh my God, watchers! Did you just? Oh my God, watchers! You just went from 83 to 73. Glitches for sure tonight. Exactly. It is jumping all over the place. I'm checking my analytics. It looks like a heart monitor. So. I apologize.
YouTube is doing updates in general, a lot of updates, and when they do a lot of updates at the same time, it usually ends up in glitches all over the place. So we'll just have to
we all pay for it.
Yeah, we have to get through it. There was, and we'll talk about it again a little bit more and in depth tomorrow, but there was one of the biggest YouTube security breaches during the weekend where hackers got a hold of all the emails of all of the creators and YouTube channels on YouTube, and what they were doing is basically sending email, which wasn't a phishing email like it was a couple months ago, but it prompted you to click on a link and log in, and when you did, it actually not only stole your password and other information, but also your two-step verification system code, which is one of the hardest things to do. So I think what they're doing now is trying to establish anything and any kind of walls and filters that they can do right now to prevent that from happening, because apparently it's still happening. We're going to talk a bit more about how you can prevent that. I did tweet it out today together with the links that can help you secure your account, even if you do have the two-step verification. So please check it out. It is in today's tweets. It is very important, very serious, and you can lose your channel. So please check it out. So that might be one of the reasons too why there's so many glitches today.
That's right, guys. It is just going to happen when all these things are happening like that. That tends to be the thing. You get all these oddball things. And anything you get, go and check on YouTube's Twitter page, guys. You'll be surprised to see how many people are having the exact same issue as you. Yeah, it's saying no subscribers. There you go. Yep. There you go, right there. Yep, no subscribers. So that's a glitch going around. Not going to worry about it. Not going to freak out over it. It will be fake. It always is. Yep. There you go. So there you go on our page. And yeah, it's rolling back here as well. So
that's right. Don't worry about that. It is YouTube all over the place. So that means it's not something happening just to you. And most likely they're going to resolve it as a platform-wide issue.
That's right, guys. And always shut off your cell phone when you're live. And we'll put back on the music now. I just wanted to hear about that security. I wanted to make sure everybody did hear about it. And we'll cover it more tomorrow night as well, guys. But a very, very important thing to cover. So the Creator Spotlight Show, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, there we go, guys. We are officially gone now.
My God,
we're
we
done.
Lost all subscribers.
We're ruined. We're ruined. We cease to exist on YouTube. We've lost every perk we have. And we're starting over fresh. So glitches, guys, glitches. Never let them freak you out too much because there's too many on here that will really get to you. Just got to roll with the punches. So we're going to stick on topic tonight, guys. Don't worry about that. Yeah, coffee music. Like I said, one night, and you can see it rolling. This is a bigger one. The last time we lost 4,000, but at least we got to keep 430 for the half hour till it came back. This one took it all, so there you go. The wheel broke YouTube. There you go, Drone Kings in Darwin. Oh, I'm sure somewhere somebody's blaming us for it. I put money onto it. So, oh, you guys are absolutely awesome, guys. Hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends, guys. We got to build up from zero, folks. So we need that help now. So let's get some people in here so we don't cease to exist anymore. That's right, folks. Grab them up, grab them up. Oh my God Almighty! So, no, a clean start. Yes, Mandy, mixed adventure.
Don't we all want that at some point?
Yeah, Kids Connection, how are you? That's right, guys. We're officially here. I'll even let it refresh for a second just so you can watch it fall one more time. Hang on. We'll let it sit for a second and boom, 10,300. Let's see. Drum roll and 0. There you go. We're done. We're finished. We're ruined.
Well, might as well just finish.
That's right. That's it. Let's just sit here and just scratch.
Tell everybody. Pusa Studios lost all subscribers.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're officially done, guys. Take care. It's been nice knowing you all. Oh, we'll give it another try. What the hell?
Don't freak them all out.
There you go.
Come on.
Oh, up from his nap. Oh, okay, Sandy. You be well. You be well. So, alrighty, guys. That's right. My like has refreshed and disappeared 3 times now. Yeah, everything is just going haywire.
Yeah, I assume that it is related to the security breach issue because it just was one of the biggest ones and most serious ones.
That's right.
And therefore YouTube doesn't talk about it too much, as always.
Lifestyle overdoing. Yeah, it's gone. LOL. Free music set. Lifestyle Adventures with Ben. How are you? Great to see you. Overdoing good. Hope you're doing well. I just literally walked in. Yeah, that's right. Colorado Fisher as well. YouTube's going through some changes, so we just it's marking us as we just lost everybody, and we're at 0, starting over. So nice to meet you. We're Pusa Studios. Oh, we have to do first 2 months has to be cinematic stuff, so we can't do this live stream.
Oh, right.
We gotta end it. Yeah.
I forgot about
That's right.
that.
We gotta recreate our past, folks. That's right. Oh God, YouTube. What do you do to us? I just refreshed on our studio beta to see what that one says, and that one still has us having our 10,332. So there you go. Briuni Kitty, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. So it's obviously with the broadcast side of it that they're messing with right now. What is going on? Wait, you got 0. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. That's right. Yeah, they're probably doing some maintenance or stuff like that. So we just dropped it. And the same if you go to our page. There you go. No subscribers. There's nothing to be sorry about. It's going to be fixed. We're not losing sleep over it. This is not the first time it's happened. Can't dwell onto it. It's nothing bad. We're good.
Once we lost 4,000 subscribers.
Yep.
Right before going live.
Yep. We went from 4,430 to 430 right before our very eyes. So.
Yeah. So don't be alarmed. I know if you have just started YouTube, it's probably what's going on, but this is not the first or the last time.
L Galaxy, how are you? Good to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Well, guys, hey guys, what's going on? My channel says no subs anymore, LOL. Anything happening? Yeah, probably some sort of maintenance. You guys need to win the wheel.
Oh, that's a good idea. I love that. Oh my God.
Oh God, John Kings, you never miss a beat, do you? Oh yeah, it's a glitch. As you can see, we're not too worried about it. So that is what it is. There was a big security breach. They're probably working on. That's good though, Drone Kings and Darwin. That was a good one. I like that. I like that a lot. You guys are absolutely awesome, guys. Hello, my friend. Living the RV local life. How are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Welcome to the channel with no followers and 80 some in the chat. So we're doing pretty good for our first time.
Oh, yeah, you know.
Yeah, that's
now
right.
YouTube is going to push us.
Yes.
So actually it works out to our
We're going to fly right off the rails
Yeah.
now. That's right. That's right. Thank you, guys. So get many people in here, guys, to help us get that push away from 0 and onto our... I love 100. I love celebrating 100. I've been known to say that. So second time around, always be funner. All right, guys, I guess we should get back on topic. Sorry, we weren't expecting this one, but it definitely makes for some good chat about what it's like to be on YouTube. So, talk about another living example of it. Hope it glitches the other way for you. 9,990. Oh, my God, wouldn't that be nice? Rob Random, thank you so much. You never know. Hey, stranger things have happened on YouTube. I wouldn't fight with them if they did it. You never know what could happen. Canada's world. Love the energy. Well, you know, like I say, you don't used to freak out too much about it. Not much we can do. Who's your back outdoors in the house? Great to see you. Guys, hit the like button. Tweet it out. Tell friends if you're new here. Subscribe. Please, guys. It helps us out a lot. And also, don't forget, guys, about your selfies. A selfie if you're watching us. Oh, they turned the lights back on. YouTube paid their power bill. We have 10,300 again. There we go. Boom, it's back. 10,300. There you go, guys. YouTube has paid the power bill. So there you go, guys.
Today is kind of weird live streaming.
Yeah, it is. We weren't expecting this one, so we do apologize for branching off a little, but this was kind of a surprise. And there you go, guys. We got it back on the main page as well. Let's see here.
Well, I managed to tweet it out, so I placed that. There it goes.
Oh, your tweet got us 10,300 new subscribers,
Yes.
so YouTube is still messed
I
up.
know.
Good. So that'll be 20,600 if we get them
Yes.
back. Like it. Love the numbers. That's the way to go. iRock Creativity. Great to see you. Always great to see you. Thank you so very much. T and Andy that was some fast growth. That's right. That's what we're talking about, guys. Here's the secret to growth, guys. Here's the secret to growth.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Before that, we only lost and gained in half an hour 4,000 subscribers. We could actually make a video how to gain 4,000 subscribers in half an hour.
There you go.
You know, because we actually have experience. But now it's 10,300. So, you know.
10K on one tweet. Can you do me next?
Okay.
Oh my God.
Cue them up. Cue them up.
Dave, how are you? Good to see you.
Oh my God.
Great to see all you guys in, guys. I guess we'll jump into topic, guys, a little bit. Sorry for, like I say, digressing. That was kind of unexpected and probably won't be the last thing.
And thank you, Sandy, for for pointing that out, by the way.
Guys, tonight, it has been a while since we did it, but there you go, guys. Live stream survival guide for host and guests, the ins and outs they don't talk about. And if you've never been to one before, once again, this is not like how to connect with OBS and do this and that. There's tons of live streams out, tons of videos that do that kind of stuff. This is where we go more into the actual problems you deal with it and stuff. One example I've always brought up is like how to, we've talked in the past, what happens when you get your live stream going and friends start causing problems in the live streams, you know, arguing with other people and that. When is it time to ask them to stop, or maybe time to ask them to leave completely or deal with it? It's a lot of those questions that come up once you start a live stream that you've never seen coming. But tonight we're going to go a little bit of a different route. We're going to talk about your channel and what you might be doing to think you're actually helping it when you're really hurting it. Now, first off the bat, I want to say something. This is no attack on people doing live streams whatsoever. We're like the last people to talk about it. All it is food for thought. And in the end, you have every right to do with your channel. This is not geared at anybody directly. This is just time. But we have been getting a lot of questions lately. Certain things tend to come in waves. And I find this one's coming because the fall is coming back. A lot of people done their summer vacations, getting back into YouTube and seeing and hearing a lot. And we've covered this in the past, bits and pieces. But I think it's time to really kind of give people some food for thought onto it before, because there is a lot of things you can do to screw things up on here. The same as a business. I've always claimed that if you really wanted to have a chance of doing good on YouTube, you have to think of it like a business. You have to. You have to treat it with the same love and care you put into it. It's almost too bad, I've said in the past, that, you know, we don't have to pay a certain amount to get in here and then get bumped. Because I always believe once you have some skin in the game, you take things that much more seriously. If somebody tomorrow said, here's the store, do what you want with it. You know, most chances 8 out of 10 would flop in the first 3 months. For the simple reason is there's no skin in the game. Kind of handle it a bit more looser, not doing all the procedures that are needed to get a store off the ground. And that's the same with a channel. Now, we are a live streaming channel. I need to say this right off the bat, okay? We started off as a cinematic channel, and I'm not going to give the whole history on Pusa Studios or anything. In short, we were a cinematic channel. That's right. It was to help boast our business, which Xenia and I had started after we closed our sign company that we had with another person. We got into doing video and photography. It's called Pusa Studios. And this channel was made for me to do cinematography. She was doing our Instagram with photography to get our name more recognized. That's exactly what it was for. No more, no less. You can see a bunch of them here. You can go back and look sometime what we've done. Then on March 28th, one of those days, 29th, we did our first live stream to celebrate hitting 1K. It was supposed to be a one-time thing. Did a couple of them because people kept saying, no, they want us to come back on. And then we got a guest, and things kind of snowballed. So guilty as charged, we started off as something completely different. We've never hit it, and I want to say that right off the bat. Then, if you remember our channel back from then, this channel looked very different. It was a very avant-garde looking style banner. Coloring was different. The look in general was nothing like it is here. But at some point we had to own it and say we've become a live stream channel, and things had to change. And actually that we waited too long for. It was just mostly because of the way the summer played out and that we had no shame into it. But we knew where this was going. And we changed it accordingly. And as you can see here now, when you go to our About section, there is no more reverence of having anything to do with the cinematography part of this channel. It is gone. And I know people that seen us, watch us for a long time say, you know, I miss when you did this, or I miss when you did that. Well, we still do it on business side, but there's only so many hours in the run of a day. So...
Ghost of Puša past, Canna's world is saying.
Yes, that's about the size of it. That's about the size of it, yes. Exactly. So it's owned. It's owned. This is a live streaming channel in every sense of the word, from the banner to here, thumbnails, the content. The last time we put up a pre-recorded video was when my daughter fell and broke her tooth and we couldn't go on that night, which was roughly about a minute long. And I forget even how far back it was. It was at the beginning of the summer or so. There you go. 3 months ago. That's the last time we even put up anything that was pre-recorded. There's a reason for this, and I know some people say, you know, oh, I missed the recorded stuff. I miss when you did that. Well, yes, but I would never waste my time doing it on here. The reason why is I'm not going to just put out something just to say it's out, and to do all the editing that goes with it and everything, to have it end up getting barely any views is just not worth it. It's really not worth it. It's not worth my time. It's not worth the output of the way our channel's flow is. It's just done. This is a live streaming channel. YouTube markets it as a live streaming channel, and it is not going to push videos. That's the simple truth of it. It will not give it what it needs for it to take off properly and have any kind of chance at evergreen growth. Now, this is what we got to talk about off the bat, because a lot of channels come in here and with very good intentions, you know, they get going, and especially after the summer, because they've let their channel go dormant for a little bit, and want to get it jump started, want to get it, and I see this advice handed all the time. Oh, you want to get some views, man? Do live streams. Oh my God, you get all kinds of hours. It's unbelievable. Do live streams. 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 Over and over and over and over. And yes, without a doubt, that is not entirely untrue. You can do very well with live streams. There's no denying that. Not a bit. Nobody's arguing that point whatsoever. The thing that a lot of people don't realize is the cost that comes with it. I'm going to bring up an example of a channel that I spoke about, and I love these guys, the Buy Early Bunch. An amazing couple, and they're funny, and I like them so much. And they started doing live streams. I see them on one night, and I started going. I already knew them. I subscribed to them. And I'm loving their content. They're engaging. They're fun. They're good at it, guys. They're not something like that has no chance on here. They're really a couple that people can engage with. But they did a couple of them a week. They started trying them more and more and more, and they were having fun with them. And that's nothing wrong with that. They weren't doing it for the wrong. They were really having a good time. But they started noticing the more they started doing them, the less push their videos were getting. And that's what's got to be decided for your channel before you just go throw it into another field. Once you start going down the route of live streams, it can be very addicting because it can pick up faster, especially for watch hours, which are hard to get. But the trade-off is, a lot of channels are saying they're doing this because they're going to get to 4,000 and they're going to see 4,000 hours. I'm done. Whatever it is, I'm done. And then it's going back to videos because that's what I came on here to do. You might think that, and you might want that, and you desperately want it to be that way. But YouTube is not seeing it that way, and that comes the shocker afterwards. When you finally do get that monetization and that 50 cents rolls in from ad revenue, it's that might be a rush in that moment, but it's the time after that passes when you do start pushing your videos again and you notice they're not getting the views that they should, and you're putting in the work into it. It's not that you're lazy, and it's not that you're putting out pieces of crap. You're doing your homework. But you will constantly feel like you're working up against a wall. And that's because the algorithm is not treating them as such. And there's this big misconception out there, and I hear this a lot, thinking almost like the algorithm looks at everything on a case-by-case basis. If it's a live stream, YouTube's going to market it as a live stream. If it's recorded, it's going to market them as a recorded. And that's not the truth. You're already a niche in your channel, and this is really important for everybody to understand. It doesn't go by the case by case, it goes by the channel itself. It's basically seeing you as either a live streaming channel or it's seeing you as an upload channel. And that is frustrating, and we all wish it would do it differently, but unfortunately it doesn't. And that's why as soon as people start doing live streams, their videos start getting less and less push, because they're getting a fast push and a quick drop off, the same as live streams. Live streams go a lot higher in the initial push because you're live. You need people in. That's the whole point. You're live. You're not going to be on forever. But as far as evergreen content goes, it's not going to have that. There are some live streams we've had. Our Apocalypse one is still doing quite well, getting some traction. But those are the exception, not the norm, by a large majority. Not just 60-40 or anything. It is very rare. So I want to say right off the bat, I understand the want to push. We all do. We all get that. It's understandable. You're not wrong for wanting that. But there's some things that we just can't completely jump the queue onto. And that is one of them, guys. That is probably the main one. I'm watching channels where people are walking away from them now. They got their 1K, 4K. They're set. They didn't want to be a live streaming channel, and now they just can't get it back to video. And some of them are looking at starting over. Some of them have started over. Because it's been months, and they just can't get the algorithm to switch around properly enough to give it that push. And that's hard to watch, and that's hard, and people talking here about stuff they've happened, but it's when you get letters, like, you know, people actually take the time to really write out in a couple of paragraphs about how they're pulling their hair out, and they're like, I'm doing everything you guys say, and I'm also going over to Nick Nimmons, and I'm doing what he says, and I'm getting out there, and I'm going to TubeBuddy, and doing all these things, and they just cannot get it to kick around again. And that's a sad state of affairs. I hate one of my biggest pet peeves is when somebody talks about being on YouTube and refers to it as if a social media. I can't stand it. I absolutely hate it. Because we are creators. To me, social media is putting up a funny picture of two cats licking each other with some sort of semi-sensical, whimsical comment onto it, or going to visit my mom at the hospital today type of things and stuff like that. And everything serves a purpose, okay? I don't want to downplay completely. But the thing is, this is supposed to be leaps and bounds past any of that. And it drives me crazy that it's even compared in the same realm. This should not have anything to do with the other. And that's what's blurring a lot of people's glasses on here. Of getting into this whole... It's kind of like a Facebook thing. And that's one part of it, is this rush. And if I put it on, Jake and Bob and everybody's going to come watch it, and I'm going to get watch time, and you're going to get it, but is it really what you need for your business? It's almost like, okay, I got a store that sells shoes. I need people in the store. I got to have people in the store, so we're going to bring in a bunch of people that usually buy farming equipment, and they're going to stand inside there. They're in there, but they're not there for the market that you're going after in the end. It's just a fix. Or you bring in, guys selling a bunch of parts for combines. We're going to bring them in. That'll attract lots of farmers. That'll get me through, at least get my business running. And then once I get some capital off that, I'll reimburse it back into the shoes, get rid of the farming equipment, and things will be just back to normal the way they were. And it's not, because by now all the farming guys know where you are. The shoe guys have no idea what you do or even that you do shoes anymore. They're gone. Duke Family Chronicles, thank you so much for the super chat. I do appreciate it. And thank you for the words as well. I appreciate it. Really, we both appreciate it. It is really important, guys, to realize that. And unfortunately, a lot of times it's live streaming with something that's not on topic about it. And it's day after day after day after day because I got to get to that 4K and I got to do it. But at the end, it's not helping your channel any. You got there and you're there, but it's not working. It's completely disconnected you from your market that you need to be able to take what you have and then take it to somewhere else. You've basically then made it a dead channel if you turn it back back to what it was originally. Because all that other stuff is lost. It's not the captivated market you need to do what you need to get to the next place with what you started off with. Those shoes ones, nobody's there for the shoes anymore. Nobody realizes that anymore. Like I said, I'm not saying this. We're not, call me a hypocrite or whatever. We're well aware of it. How many people now that when I do show them these now and then, go and watch and we get comments on them a couple times a week. Oh my God, you edit. Wow. Love this. You can't blame them for that. I don't. Because look what we've done here. Everything we do is live. Everything. Everything you see here except for one row, and there's many more playlists. It's a live streaming channel. But here is the difference. We've owned it. And it's not going back to what it was before. This channel is geared as a live streaming channel in channel growth, creator discovery, creator understanding. It is not, nor will it become anytime again in the future, a cinematic channel. I wouldn't even do it because I wouldn't put it through it. Because it's not going to work. It's not going to work. I could start releasing all these tomorrow. Actually, truth be told, maybe a couple of them would get a bit more views because now everybody knows us. They go back more out of curiosity's sake, and most likely that would be the end of it. But it's not going to be getting out to a new audience. It's not going to be out to the greater reach of our community that subscribe to us. It is what it is. We're actually opening up a new channel this fall that's going to be solely dedicated to uploads for that simple reason. That's the short of it. because it's a pointless endeavor to go and put videos on here now at this point. It is too far gone. But we're fine with that because that's what we do on here. But a lot come in here thinking it's some sort of band-aid solution to get them where they got to go, and then things are going to go back to normal. They almost never do. Almost never. Either addicted to the live streams after that and can't go back to where it was, where it's more of a different pace, building up the videos. And it's going to be more of a different pace, all right, because it's going to take minimum a couple of months to start getting that recognition back, if it happens. If it happens. And we're not just trying to do the boogeyman scare. You've seen channels come in here saying things like same thing. Guys, I love you. This is my new channel. And they've given up because the other one just cannot get traction anymore. Oh, we're back down to 0 again. Yeah, we're all over the place tonight. There you go. It's like a neon sign. Maybe they'll bring double back this time. Who knows? But it's really important, guys, to realize this for the simple reason is you came on here to tell something. You came in here with a voice. You came in here with a mission. And you got to think about how important that mission is to you. Live streams are kind of easy to the point that anybody can get up. And just because everybody can do it doesn't mean they're made for everybody. Same as uploading is not for everybody. And although somebody down the road is doing good with something, doesn't mean you're going to do good with it either. Even though you have the exact same tools and stuff like that and everything, we all are individuals. We all have our strengths and we all have our weaknesses. And Cardoso Media is a great example of that. Cardoso Media is a fantastic channel. A lot of you know him by now. Tried a live stream or two. Gave it up. Wasn't helping his channel. It was going to be detrimental. You can see it coming, so he stopped it. That's, and it's not easy to do that sometimes, but it really saved his channel. I mean, he made the right choice. It is okay to have a live stream up. Just remember, any live stream does not help your channel per se. The live streams, if you're doing videos, should be up there maybe once, twice a month. I'm finding the threshold pushing it seems to be about 4 live streams a month, like 1 a week. Seems to be where you can still get away with stuff, but preferably 1 or 2. It should be geared to what you do. It should be that chance where the audience doesn't get to connect with you so much one-on-one when you're commenting on your videos, that they can be a part of what you do. Ask deeper questions about it that take, longer, get a better reply from you to connect. Premiere, those are also a great way of doing that as well. Just don't use them too much, but they're a great way of doing it. Everyone speaks of the algorithm, but how do we know how we are performing on the algorithm? Is it from analytics, more of a Tech Talk Tuesday problem? Kind of, but the short answer is yes. I mean, you gauge it by your numbers. I mean, you can see, you can get a feel of your channel. But the algorithm is the analytics are a huge part of it. But right away, even by the numbers, what's going on. I mean, I can look at mine and see when we're like tonight. I knew something was wrong because we're not as high as we usually are at this time of the week. Something's up. Then I start looking, seeing some diving. Okay, there's network split going on and stuff like that. Whatever the case. You got to be very aware of your numbers because that is your GPS. If you do not understand your numbers, you're running blind here. And that's where you make your biggest mistakes because you don't understand them. And things can look good on the outside, guys. Like say you got a video and you're like, holy God, Xenia, we got a video up and we got 1,200 subscribers. And then you go and look at the analytics and you find out that out of a 10-minute video, most people stay at 30 seconds. If you just go by the numbers or by Social Blade for just subscribers, things can look really good and really deceiving all into one. And that's the thing about it. It can be really deceiving. You have to know your numbers, whether you do video, whether you do analytics. It is important, guys. Would you have a business where nobody does the accounting nobody does the receivables onto it? Oh, look, stuff's going in, stuff's going out, must be going okay. And then you find out 6 months down the later you're absolutely bankrupt because nobody's been paying their bills. It's the same with here. You've got to manage your channel. I always use that expression here. It is like a model railway guy. They don't do it just to watch a train go around the track. A lot of those guys are retired engineers, not just trained engineers, but actual like civil engineers and stuff like that. A electrical engineers and things. They like the process of building on a smaller scale. They like doing the set. They like doing the wiring. They like building the engines. They like all those facets that make a model railway what it is. And it's a ton of work. But you have to like that on YouTube. You've got to understand that on YouTube. Or otherwise you're just running blind and things can look really great and then all of a sudden like just flop. So make sure to keep your numbers. That is just a really important point to make. So was asking how I subscribe to the new channel. Oh yes. We're a new we've been a new channel 2 or 3 times tonight. We're losing and gaining by leaps and bounds. That's right. But guys, the live streaming stuff, it really got to be addressed because a lot are asking about us, and I see a lot of hurt people by it, and I see a lot of confused people by it, and a lot of people saying that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. No understanding of why to do it. Just do it. Come on, you want to get monetized? Go live. Look at me. I'm live. I got a mustard stain on my shirt. Dogs shitting in the back. I've been on for 12 and a half hours. I mean, there's all kinds of live streams. It's very easy to go live. But it's where does it get you when the lives are all done? Is this what you want to do for the whole time you're on here? Is this what's making you happy? Are you doing anything productive on here? And that's a question that doesn't get asked a lot. Am I doing something productive? Or am I just on for the sake of being on? And when you look at what you do, with, once again, yes, that term, with viewer eyes, not your own, and say, if I was a viewer, would I watch this? If I was a viewer, would I click on that, meaning the thumbnails? If I was a viewer, would I go to this homepage, meaning your banner and everything together? You have to have a little chat with yourself and see, because I know I just go in and I might as well flash. Watch time, over and over and over again. And then after watch time, some of them, it flashes super chat. There's no other reason why they're on, guys, because there's absolutely zero effort into it. Zero. And I mean, we could all sit here and say, well, everybody deserves a yes, they do. And they're well within YouTube's guidelines to do it. But they're also the same channels that are upset that they don't feel like they're getting anywhere and come in here in the wheel and, oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm almost 20 away from my goal. For what? There's nothing here. There's nothing. Congratulations. You're 20 away from having 20 hours away from 4,000 hours of watch time. You got 2,000 subscribers. But what do you got? You know, that's the thing. You gotta have that little talk with yourself. And people aren't going to tell you. And then it becomes like a friend saying they're doing it to each other. And there's 7 of them, 10 of them, 15 of them, 30 of them doing that. Just going around. And that, once again, guys, you can't say anything to anybody who's doing it because you know what? You have a right to do it here on YouTube. Nobody can take that away from you until YouTube decides to change it or do something with it. But what gets me is that's the same ones telling other ones to do it and the same ones complaining that they're not getting ahead and, oh, I'm going to get big and I'm going to do all this and that. Really? You're on a grainy cell phone. It's midnight every night. Can't see you except half shot of the face. There's barely any interaction going in the chat. No branding on the channel whatsoever. No attempt at tags. No attempt at anything. But yet, you can't wait to get big. Interesting. And they get mad about it. And they get excited about it, like I say, when they're up on the wheel, all these things and that. They get all wound up and shaking inside, and they just can't wait for this boost because they're going somewhere. If you take a time out, go back and look at it as a viewer and ask yourself, seriously, is this what would draw me in? Imagine you went to a video store, new movie's out, and it's like a black poster with just something written onto it, I'm on. And then you go to the DVD for it because this is so bad the curiosity kills the cat. And it's just some black and says, watch me. And now everybody loves a good train wreck. So you actually rent the DVD, bring it home, put it into the DVD. I know, guys, this is dated, but it's just an example. Put it in. And it's grainy ass film footage, dog taking a crap in the back, laundry strung over the side, no titles, no credits, no time to know if the video is going to go for half hour, 10 hours, just kind of flying in the wind. All these things, folks, is what I see going on. And that's exactly what it's for. It's for one or two things. It's either for watch time or, if that's been achieved, for super chats. And I'll tell you how far it's going. It's going as far as it is right there. And it's amazing it got that far. And it's from a lot of bad support rolling around, pushing stuff like this up. And it frustrates me because I see some really great channels in here that work really hard. Really, really hard. And they have to navigate through all this mess. I said it in the fall, and I'll say it again. I brought that up to many people we've interviewed, and many times that we've been interviewed or I've been on a panel. If YouTube was to offer something, a one-time fee, but it can't be $5. It's got to be something to put some skin in the game. $500, $1,000 or something like that. You do 30 videos or so, and then you can audition for YouTube. If they accept you, you're automatically monetized, and it would start advertising you with channels that are 10K and up. Would you do it? And I would do it in a heartbeat. And I said that back then. And some say, well, it's not fair. Everybody deserves a chance. Yes, everybody deserves a chance. That's right. But there's so much to navigate, especially back then. And don't kid yourself, we're still navigating through a lot of it now. Nothing that doesn't change. But especially even back then when I first brought up this question, and we were, what, $2,000 around or so like that. I mean, every time you go out, you're competing with all this stuff. You really are. And, I mean, it's just a half-assed approach to everything. I mean, really, guys, YouTube has been cleaning up and cleaning up and cleaning up. And this is speculation, folks. Speculation on my part. I don't think they're done cleaning up by a long shot. Not by a long shot. There's lots more to come. And YouTube is going to make it harder and harder and harder to be on here. So my advice is, no matter what the reason, whether it's because of YouTube tightening its buckles, which is more than likely, or if you just seriously, truly, genuinely want to be on here, you got to clean things up, guys. And you got to start giving stuff that viewers want to watch. And not doing it on the base for time or doing it for watch time or for super chats. It's okay. We're happy to accept a super chat. We're also looking at corporate sponsorship, all that stuff. There's no qualms into any of that stuff. What I'm talking about is when your whole destiny on here is for that. With zero effort, I've seen people chase around like almost kind of disappointed that the person usually gives them, I guess, more of a super chat. They didn't get quite what they were hoping for of that person. There, Paul Peck. I've been on YouTube since 2009. It has never stopped evolving. There's words of wisdom, folks. Look at Paul's channel. And I mean, Paul's not the biggest on YouTube. He's bigger than a lot of us in here. And I'm not saying that to downplay. Paul's going to know exactly what I'm saying when I'm saying that. Look at his channel. He hasn't sat around from 2009, and it's grainy, and, I'm on. Hey, coming over, stuff like that. Built a channel, guys. He's built a channel. I mean, you got to do something on here that people want to watch in the end. Like, I could sit there and shoot myself in the foot. I've said it about network streams. We do a network stream. We most certainly do, and I'm extremely proud of it. You can't grow from just live stream to a network stream to network stream. It's there to enhance the YouTube experience and exposure. And let's take Paul for an instance. People go into Paul's channel, they're more likely to stay than any of those channels for the simple reason is there's something there to watch. That's a big help. Of course not everybody's going to stay. They never will. You can't force everybody to. Some aren't interested into it. Some are going to look, and the same with ours. Some are going to pass by and say, yep, pass, not for me. Some are going to look a bit more and say, maybe later. Some are going to stay. But by doing what he's doing, he's helped at least up his chances of it, and it seems to work by the amount of subscribers he used to have until, like us, they took them all away. Sorry, Paul. Looks like you've been cleaned out as well. So,
yep.
There you go. Oh, we're back. We're back. We're back. There you go. Man, this thing's like a disco ball. Well, it's getting... I get so frustrated with the whole thing, and I do, guys. Because I don't know what people are expecting. Yes, we went into live streams without knowing much about it. We could have made a conscious decision to get away from them. But there was something intriguing about getting in on the ground floor that we really liked. Because live streams were not new by then, but they were still quite new. And you look at the terms of service that were out. If you got caught with a community strike, you lose your rights, your privileges to live stream for 90 days. If you get caught with a second strike in those 90 days, you can't make a video for 2 weeks. I mean, YouTube was making it blatantly clear that they were only looking at live streams as a perk. Otherwise, they would have had them 15 days for each, as they do now. Well, that's what YouTube was looking at them as. It wasn't looking at them as legitimate. But as soon as Xenia and I started to get into them, that was our number one goal, to legitimize a live stream. To do something that makes it so regimented by the books, uses the exact same principles that you use in making a video, and use it in a live stream. That was exactly our goal. Because it had to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. It had, and the end was a bit hard at the beginning too. I mean, we were starting to get more watch time. It was getting crazy and that, and playing around with it. We weren't perfect. Not saying that by any words. Believe you me. But we started to learn very quickly to regiment endings. Because dragging it on too long ended up getting too washed out in the content, the amount of people there, and it was detrimental to having one. And it also took away integrity. We felt for us, it's not the way it should be. There should be a time and a place, a moment. And once we started committing to the, on YouTube, when you set up a live stream, you have in advance an event, you have your beginning, and you can pick also an end time. We've always now pick an end time for that simple reason, because that keeps us in check, to not let it go out of bounds, to not let it get to the point that it's not working anymore. That's something I think we hold very dearly to us. We're not saying not to do a live stream. If you do something, though, please consider doing something that's connected to what you do. If you're a pool playing channel, stick to pool playing. It's only going to help what you do. And okay, you might not get as many subscribers right away as some of your other videos, but all the ones that watch you get that much more connected to you because they get to talk to you, which means they're probably going to do better comments for the next time till the live stream comes on again. And by doing that, you're getting better engagement. And YouTube is picking up on this. And because you haven't knocked off the flow, your videos are getting more and more push. And that's what we're all here for in the end, that do videos. And I think there's a lot of them here doing live streams that kind of wish they didn't now at this point. Because a lot of you two came in here not really knowing a lot about editing. And that's great because you learn as you go. But the live stream is also taking away your ability to learn, to upgrade your skills, to find out what's trending into it, how to get better at video editing. And I do see that. I do see that with the channels, some of them that are doing a lot of live streams, 2, 3, 4 times a week. Videos aren't really cutting it because they probably don't have as much time to go and research and learn to upgrade their skills. And it's showing in their content. So not only they're not getting the push for it, but they're also not getting better at it. And that's a dangerous place to be. There, CCN. This is my live streaming channel, Construction Cronies. Exactly. One channel for uploads, one for live streaming. That's what it basically comes down to, guys, if you want to do both. It really does. And you can have all the greatest intentions in the world. But the algorithm is not really interested in the answer. If you want to be able to get around it and do both, that's pretty much the only answer you're left with, is to have 2 channels. Remember, guys, 2 channels is 3 times the work. I can't stress that enough. But if it's something really important you want to do, you've seen some channels already splitting and going to 2 pieces. Skills. Skills Live. He didn't do it because he just wanted to complicate his life more. He did it because these videos are just not getting the push. And he came on here and was doing videos for a good while before that. But he became a live streaming channel. The more he did, the less and less views. I mean, he was putting a lot of work in them. He's got to go out scrapping. So there's a lot of work doing that, even though, yes, he's doing all right. But record it. Then he's got to edit it and upload it for what? Minimal views. It's discouraging. And I wish people would stop selling this to people. I'm hearing it in live streams. I'm hearing this advice. Go do it. Live stream, man. Live stream. That's where it's at. Come on, look at me. Look at me. I'm live streaming. Getting the watch hours. Coming in like crazy. Is this what you plan to do? And you're obviously not upping the skills in your live stream. And this is not gurus. We're just talking about people who are just doing live stream, telling other live streamers to do this. But it can have huge consequences for what you do on here. And I know a lot are wanting to do it to boost their channel. They really want to boost it. They really want to give it that shove. And then once it's up, they got good intentions on going back to, I was a bowling channel. I'm going to be a bowling channel. But it's hard to have a bowling channel after that's done because the algorithm is just not buying it anymore. And you're editing and you're doing all the bases, covering them all. And still not getting traction. That's why. And we've been saying this since last year. And channels that even listens to us. And then they come in and they're like, hey, I did a live stream last night. I got in. And it's like, oh, cool. And then you go over and look. And it's like, oh, no. It's not even about their channel. And now they've announced at the end of it that they got 5 more coming out because they had such a great turnout. Well, it's a great turnout. But if you keep doing what you're doing here, it's just a fizzle. It's not going to last. So once again, we're not discouraging anybody from doing live streams. There is a lot of opportunity. I think it's amazing to be at the forefront of all this. Once like the Wild West. But if you have a channel that wants evergreen content and your heart is really doing videos, try not pissing it away on going and doing some live streams just to get to a point that's not going to help you when it's all said and done. Most likely is going to hinder you a lot more than anything. And that's just a straight, honest talk about it, guys. We could dance around for hours. That's the straightest thing. It's more likely going to hurt you a lot more. You know. So, a lot of you guys came on here with some amazing niches, some amazing things to talk about, amazing things to bring to the table. And I think it's a shame, guys. I do. I see some and I think it's an absolute shame. They have so much to offer. And it's getting thrown away onto it. Now, they might not want to do it anymore and they've committed they're going to do live stream. But if you're in that boat, then it's time to up your game onto it and start making it into a real show and not just turn on the cameras and going. And please be careful with advice you give out there. I know some start networking on the streams and they start giving some advice. Please make sure you understand what you're talking about. Please. I don't mean to make digs, but I'm hearing some really, really, really bad stuff out there, guys. Do your research. Be prepared to show the audience paperwork, anything, guys, from YouTube or wherever you're bringing it up. Whatever the case is, some sort of examples. Make sure to read through it properly a couple of times. Make sure you understand it sideways, backwards, forwards, up and down. And such a hard topic. Because I don't want to discourage anybody from in here, guys. And we're happy where we are. We're not going to be losing because of it and all that stuff. Just saying it. There's an awful rush to go to live streams just for the sake of kind of getting out of the hard stuff to do. You can incorporate live streams with your video. Try to limit it to 1 to 2 a month. And strictly have it adhere to the topic that you cover. And use it as a chance to go more in depth, to connect more with what your audience, with your audience that's there. Instead of just blowing it away, guys. Because I feel bad sometimes. It's hard to watch. Some people get really upset on here. And I don't blame them. It's a downfall. And I bring it back like to that example of a store. You know, you want to sell shoes and that's all you ever want to do. And then all of a sudden, it's not taking off as fast as you want, but you get some wholesale farm equipment in for combines. You bring it in, you fill the store up with farmers buying this stuff. You're making money, and you say to yourself, as soon as they're gone, as soon as this stock runs out, taking that money and I'm putting it back into the shoes because that's where my passion is. They're not buying it anymore. And that's a lot of wasted time. A lot of wasted time if that's truly what you want to do. There's so many better ways. The Huntsman's in the house. There's another guy. He does live streams. Not all the time when he does. Solely based on what he does. Takes people in the bush with him. Gets to know them better. Lets them get to know him better. Takes questions. Can do a more detailed example of something that he does on his video. There's lots of great ways to do it. He's not stepping on his channel. He's accentuating it. He's using a live stream to make his channels and his audience more connected. And that's a long-term payoff. It's not impossible. I don't know where this idea ever came out that you can't, unless you turn it into like just a socializing channel. There's live streams are pretty much useless. It's anything but the true. There, see, the Huntsman. True, Pusa's never really take live streams off topic. Random content is just bad. Exactly. Especially now. This is the year of niches, folks, with YouTube. It is. It is the year of niches. And like I say, somebody can sit there and say, oh, well, you guys are doing live streams. Yes. Yes. Most definitely. And you're free to do whatever you want. Just understand that there is consequences for taking them off topic, to running with whatever is trending right away and thinking you can just pick up the pieces after in a week or two. You'll be monetized and then things will be back to normal within 3 weeks in your channel. Business as usual. It won't be. Why do we talk about this stuff all the time? Why do we do network and all this stuff? Right there, folks. That's what our channel is about. It is so committed to it. If we were to go do the other stuff, we'd actually be taking it off topic. If I went and did even a live stream, which we're now pushed for, just about it. Yes, we do the odd random one where we're out and about with our kids or something. They tend to go over very well. We don't do them very often. It gives everybody a chance to know us a little bit better than just what you see here most of the time.
But they don't do as well as our regular things
never.
Because they're not our regular things.
Most definitely. They're a little plus, and they might come out once every 2 months or so. They're not 6 times a week. They're not 3 times a week. They're not 2 times a week. I really find the threshold, the max threshold it seems, and one of the channels that I will mention into that I've been watching on is Farmall Fanatic. He does 1 live stream a week. His videos are still doing good. Might already be slowing him down a little bit more. Maybe cut it back to 2 a month. He's doing fine, but you know what? He seems to be holding all of it. But to me, he's at the threshold of how many live streams you can do a month. And that's why I've been watching him, because I like Farmall, don't get me wrong and all that, but I found it an interesting case study to see at 4 a month, like if it would help him or be hurting him. And in my opinion, he's right at that edge of the threshold, 1 a week. For channels, most I would recommend 1 to 2 a month. So, he's pulling it off, but don't forget, he's got a bigger numbers and he's also got some really good content. He is niched out as well. And his videos, he's been tapping heavily into a niche that he is good at, that he has good connections with, a good understanding, and an audience that's looking for it. And remember, he said that to us this spring.
Yeah.
When it was doing good, he said the classic words, I started listening to what the audience wanted to see. Sounds easy on the surface, but there's a lot of personalities on here that don't want to be told what to do, but you got to listen to your audience, guys. You got to listen. Hold on to your core values. Don't let those go or all is lost, your credibility, everything. You believe in something, why you keep on here, believe in it and sell it. But there's a million ways to sell that message. And that's exactly what he did. And he's been a fantastic channel to watch over the last couple months. It's a great growth, doing a mix of live streams and videos, and they're both picking up into it. And why? Because Farmall could have did the same with us with the wheel last fall when we got going with it. We could have did the wheel 5 nights a week. I could be packing the room with it. Most definitely. And my channel would probably be dead by now. because everybody would know each other and everybody would just walk away and we'd be left with the ashes. Farmal was doing good with his. He could go on many times a week doing that. But his farm videos would be finished by then because they wouldn't be getting any push at all. Most people wouldn't even remember he does them. It takes a lot of restraint not to jump on the bandwagon. And when we went back to interviews last fall, people thought we were insane. You're killing with the wheel. Are you crazy? Some came in, oh, where's the wheel? Oh, we're not doing it tonight. Did you not look at the thumbnail? We have an interview. All right, see you later. And they left. And I could have said, oh my God, no, don't go. I'll spin it just for you. No, can't do that, guys. You can't put all your eggs in one basket. You can't get drawn in. Everything is good in moderation. Everything is good in moderation. And 6 Nights of the Wheel would have totally killed this channel. I would maybe say we would have made it to 5,000. Maybe 5,000, and that's when out for the count. Don't let the greed push you on here. If the greed pushed us, we'd be freaking out right now because we're back to zero again. You gotta have a long-term plan on here. You gotta look at the long-term plan, not just what will benefit you, but what will hurt you. You can't just be reactionary on here. If you're reactionary, and I watch channels do that. Hey, I'm a this. Oh, I'm a that. Hey, I do this. Some every second stream or video. Some every live stream or video. They change 3 times into it. You gotta pick something. You can't be going every direction, or otherwise you're like a chicken with its head cut off. You need goals, you need direction, you need some balance in here, guys. You really do. It is so important for your survival on YouTube. If you're just reactionary, you have no chance of making it on here. I'm sorry to say, it's not going to happen. Because nobody's ever going to commit to what you do. They don't know what you do, and it changes faster than Venetian blinds. You got to hang in with what you do. You got to run with it. You got to believe into it. If you don't believe into it, how is anybody else supposed to? When they come in, they're looking at you. I've always said it's an 80-20 relationship. 80% you guys in the chat, 20% us. But don't underestimate how important that 20% is, because the 20% is to get everything in line so people want to stay and work with what we got. Construction cronies, thank you so much. I had to switch to super chat. You guys are so right. Live and evergreens don't mix. It's true. Thank you so much for the super chat. And it's absolutely right. It's not trying to bring anybody down. It's to keep people from being brought down. When I first heard the Pusa Studios name, I didn't know what to think. Since I have gotten to know you guys, it has been a blast having you guys as friends. That is awesome, Lincoln.
Thank you, especially knowing how we started.
Yeah, and I love that. And I'm very proud of that story. You know, we've been kind of an open book, and I said it with you know, we were about to hit 2,000. I was excited right about, and I went into this live stream. There were coin guys, and they're great. And I'm kind of pushing a little bit, and I was. Call it for what it is. And you know, and Lincoln called me on it. He said, "Guys, don't sub." He's just looking for subs. And
he basically wanted to ban Andrew.
Yeah.
He almost threw him out of the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Came this close.
Yep. And then he left a comment on a video, and I wrote him back, and I said, you know, I do apologize, and I'm this and that. And I said, I hope you can get to check out one of my live streams. I apologize for today. I'm a little amped up because we're so close to 2K, and just give us a chance. And that's over a year ago. And to have somebody like Lincoln come in, he is that constant reminder, him and Eric the Red, that we're still doing something right. And I do consider them my moral compass. So I really appreciate them for that, those 2 channels, because it makes you feel good. That, you know what, if you can have that, you know they shoot from the hip and they're honest, and why they're here is absolutely honest. And over this time, been honest. So I actually use them sometimes because we get our share of hate from people, and they don't like this, they don't like that. But I can always say that I have Lincoln Central coins and Eric the Red RC come to see me, and that means a lot. So I appreciate it. It is actually a really great friendship, and I'm very proud of that one. Probably one of the greatest things that's happened to us on YouTube. So Thanks for bringing that. Thanks for saying that, Lincoln. It really meant a lot. It really did. You want to talk for a bit? I've been going on and on.
Oh, no, you're doing
go
wonderful.
Ahead, go ahead.
I'm not just interacting with the chat here. We also have some couple questions.
We'll give a bit of your thoughts on everything.
No, I think you kind of summed up, what we both think with regards to that. And we have talked about that in numerous live streams before, and Tech Talk Tuesdays and so on. It's just been coming up more and more as a topic lately, especially, as Andrew said, with fall coming in, there are new set of people going more into YouTube or trying to refresh their channels. And that's when it usually comes into effect, so to say. It makes me sad sometimes when I want to watch something on YouTube, and instead of watching, Good Mythical Morning or Tati or any of the other bigger YouTubers that I sometimes watch, I want to watch, rising creator content, and I click on that subscriber or home button. Lots of them are live, and some of them, a good bit of them, has no thumbnails, has nothing to do with what I know the channel actually is about, and most of the titles are "Come chat with me," "It's Saturday," or "It's Friday," "It's Thursday." It doesn't want to make me click on it. I might if I know the channel and I have been there before, with the videos a lot, or if there is some kind of more personal connection, but it doesn't entice me. So imagine if some people who are not familiar with your channel at all, and they see that in their suggested videos is one of the live streams like that, they're not going to click on it. The same as goes with 24-hour live streams for watch time. Oh my God, how many channels have done that? We see that over and over. 24-hour live stream to get the watch time. And what some of the people, what you get basically is 2 viewers at a time viewing it. You're wasting your time, your viewers' time, and you're not getting the watch time that you need. Plus, you're hurting your channel at the same time because the retention is like nothing almost there, right? So there's lots of these things, and there have been numerous channels that either have closed even after warnings and telling people, it's not helping you. This is not a social media. And I think that's where I was trying to think why people want to go live so much. Not as a content, because when you go do only live streams, it's your content. I'm talking about once in a while. And I figured it's probably the social media aspect, is that, okay, I want to connect with my, with my viewers. I want to have Q&A. I want to know what they're thinking. I want to be more interactive with them. That's the social media aspect. Is it really benefiting your channel? Is it really benefiting your content? That's what you should be thinking when you're growing as a YouTube creator. This is not a social media platform. It is creators' platform. Is it benefiting? If it's not, then you should be doing it somewhere else. You can do it on Twitter Live. You can do it on Facebook Live. Guide your viewers there, and you can interact with them there. There's numerous other avenues how to do that. If you don't want to do a separate channel, it's not going to be as dedicated. It's not going to be as, as scheduled. It's going to be more random. You can always do it on other platforms and kind of guide people there as well. So, it's just upsetting, especially when there are many amazing channels with great videos already going, and then they decide that live streams is the thing to go, and it's you just watch them crumble in front of your eyes, unfortunately. And again, we don't have anything against live streams if you do them properly, the way that, like Andrew was saying, I'm not going to repeat myself. Or if it's your content, altogether, it's our content, I would be against that. It's just when it ruins your videos, it wastes your time of editing them, it wastes your time of posting them, it really slows down everything you do, and at the end, it literally destroys your channel, and just something to think about. We do have some questions. Do you want to ask?
Sure.
Get some questions, because we do have some questions that are related directly.
Have
to
a great
subject.
night, Rose Dragon. By the way, I got to run to the store. It's been fun as usual. Great to hear that.
It's creators platform. For the longest time, thought of it as social media. Yes, exactly. And I know Construction Cronies was forced kind of doing his separate channel because of the YouTube glitch, I will call it, but very unfortunate. But maybe, in a way, you lucked out on that one.
Might be saving your channel.
Exactly, because he said it 100% reflects. I set my live stream as series. The series will eventually end at some point. Got it focused. One series, one goal, and an ending. My live streams will be one story. Yes. Well, Huntsman, you have a completely unique way of looking at the way channel should be in general.
Most definitely.
Finders, beepers, history seekers, love seeing you. Amazing channel. We do 1-2 lives a year to connect when we are overseas usually. Exactly. I mean, yours are like gems. Blessing in disguise. That's right. Now, let's get to the questions.
Trapper, I just want to address that. Trapper J Outdoors. I did maybe 10 live streams in the past. Now when I go into live streams, I'm known as a live streamer, LOL. I'm typecast. I hear what you're saying, and I'm not big. I don't want to add to that. But exactly. You nailed it right there. Thank you for sharing that, by the way, with everybody. And that is true. It does not take long to get that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go on Twitch. Exactly. There is numerous avenues that you can go and do live streams. If you know, not to ruin your videos, you can do it on other places.
Yep.
So we have some questions. There are some questions that are related to the live streams and some that are not. So the ones that are not, I'm going to leave for tomorrow, for Tuesday Tech Talk at 7 p.m. And I'll definitely add them to our queue of the questions as well. Yep. So don't worry, they're not lost. But there are a couple of questions and comments as well, noting for the live streams.
Okay.
Colorado Fisher was saying, I actually need a plugin for my computer, if you can call in. Sorry. Every live stream I do, immediately delete it afterwards. I have a fan following of people in my state that want to see compelling content of fishing in the state. Is that bad? Colorado Fisher was saying. And there were a couple of comments of, well, I do my live stream, but I delete it, or I do my live stream and no, it's in the living room. Sorry about that. Should I delete it? If I delete it, is it okay? If I hide it, is it okay? Or somebody told me that I can do live streams as long as I unlist them, and so on. And it is a common misconception. Raquel J, hello, and thank you.
Thank you so very much for the super chat. Do appreciate it, and the words as well. They both are awesome. Thank you so much.
Now, it is a common misconception, actually, especially becomes a problem if you are under 1,000 subscribers. Now, I know a couple of channels already in the chat. I'm not going to announce them, but there are a couple of channels already that are saying that they have trouble monetizing. Well, one of the things why is all the unlisted or privatized videos, IT, live streams most of the time that people do, that is preventing you from being monetized. That's right. You heard exactly right. If you are under 1K or you are about to be waited to monetize, it is a huge problem. Most likely you're not going to get monetized because YouTube doesn't like a huge chunks of videos or live streams, any kind of content that is being hidden. Either unlisted or privatized. It is not okay with them.
It's never been announced officially, but most likely it's just another one of those things that the algorithm first sees before it recommends you. You go into like the first notification queue, you're going to be ready. And then it looks at it and says there's too much hidden. Most likely there's something bad going on, so just leave it alone. That's what I've been able to kind of piece together from it. Why? But that's not official. But it does make a lot of sense.
Now, if you do have them and you delete them afterwards, it's a huge chunk of content that is gone, so it's treated differently. Now, if you do delete them after every live stream, it also flags the channel because you get a spike of views, spike of watch time, and then you delete it and it drops. Mm-hmm. Then let's say next week you do it again. Spike of views, spike of watch time, all of a sudden it drops. It flags the channel as something is doing wrong. Either people don't like it and all of a sudden it's or what is going on with the channel. It flags your channel all the way through. So that is also no good. Don't do that.
But on that side is that, well, it's the same thing. YouTube wants to protect itself more than ever. Imagine from the algorithm's point of view, if it's looking at it, you're going up and going down. It's going up, there's views, and it's all taken away. what are they discussing on there? Is it something illegal that they don't want to be seen? They put it up and take it off right after. Is it something offensive? Is it hate-based? Another good reason for the algorithm to just keep moving on and leave you in the cold. So
now you have two options there. Either you can put them all public, which is fine, or you can delete them. Now, when you do delete, just remember that you do lose the watch time of unlisted videos. So just make sure that you still have enough watch time to apply if you do that. Because that sometimes happens too. People just go and delete them and they're like, oh my god, I don't have enough hours anymore. Okay, so most likely if you can put them public and then you can get rid of them afterwards if there's a whole chunk of them, or make sure that you do have the hours that you need with the ones that you have public before you delete all unlisted ones irreversibly.
Very well. It's really important, guys, and we've seen it happen to channels that's been held for 7-8 months. They decided to release all of their unlisted stuff that were monetized, some of them within 3 days. So it's definitely proof that they were holding out because of it. So
one of them actually was Happy Trails Hiking, which is not in the chat now, but you have talked about that before, so I know I can mention her, that we were on the interview in the morning. That's exactly what happened to her, and she, I think it was like 8-9 months they couldn't get monetization. It's like, why? It's such a family friendly content, you know.
Yep.
And that's exactly what was happening. So definitely this is something to think about, and I have heard numerous creators saying, well, do live stream, just enlist it. If you're already monetized, it might flag you, might not. YouTube still doesn't like a lot of content that is being hidden, but it is definitely going to be influencing you the most if you are not monetized yet and you're about to. That's for sure.
Huntsman says, what do you think about inactive videos on a playlist that don't get any views anymore? Delete them or keep them? Look at the channel. Like yours, I know pretty well. Most of it is done pretty well and you've kept it. In that case, I would definitely first try new thumbnails, new tags, new titles, new descriptions. The algorithm had changed last year because a lot of YouTubers were complaining, the big ones, about YouTuber burnout. You know, as soon as they took a break, they were falling away in the algorithm's eyes. So it's actually been rejuvenating some old videos, and that's a great way to get them kickstarted again, is by doing any of those, or all of those actually. The more you do to it, the more chance it might take off again. If it's something that's really bad on your channel and it's not worth the time of day, sometimes it's and it's not like a ton of views and stuff, sometimes it's just better to get rid of it. If it's not, if you don't think it's gonna really complement what you do. Like, I'm trying to think of an example. Say you're a fishing channel now and you do all fishing and you're going pretty good. And you have a channel from way back and it's you playing a pinball machine in a gas station and it's got no real content to it. It's kind of just you judge your own stuff. If you think it's awful, sometimes some things maybe it's better to say goodbye to if they're not that popular. But most things, yeah, I definitely rejuvenate. We've done it before and it's helped us get some videos going. Another thing too for that, just as a side note, once you do that, let me go over here. Another great benefit of putting your playlist on your home page, start rearranging them around and give videos that you want to get more views. Start putting them on your home page closer to the front of your playlist. Rearrange the playlists around. That can help jumpstart them as well. Just another little note that can help. So sorry about that. Next question.
Construction cronies, maybe we can specify. I'm not really sure if I understand the question. You have upcoming videos, but you already did them. It kind of contradicts each other. I don't know. Little Rock family, hello, how are you? So the next question here is from Ghost Parrot. It kind of refers to your question as well. Martini Piano said, are music live streams a good idea? It doesn't matter if it is music, travel, you know, DIY, sewing, whatever else it is. We're talking about the same. It's the same. YouTube is like a skeleton, okay? A skeleton. Everybody has, you know, normally has their finger bones and leg bones and skull and all of that, but yet we all look differently. So it's kind of the same thing. YouTube as a base, as a core, has all the same things, all the same little pieces that work for channels, but they all look different because we dress them up differently, right? So if it works in general for live streams, it works for everybody. If it doesn't, it doesn't work in general for everybody. With little tweaks depending on the category of the channel.
But you have one less rib, but a lot of fun parts extra, so like that.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, just understanding.
And that would be the difference between live streaming channels and video content channels.
I just want to drive it home with a real
That's
world
actually
example.
a very good comparison.
There you go. Thank you.
That's right.
I'm glad I got your blessing on that one, so there you go. All right.
Can's World, I kind of answered that as well about hiding all your live streams. YouTube already seen that you were live streaming, so hiding it only hides it from the creators.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with YouTube algorithm. It already seen it, caught it, put it in place, and it already works the same way as Andrew was talking before. So I definitely wouldn't be doing it for the reasons that we just mentioned before. Don't want to repeat myself. Rob Random asks, do you think premieres are good or bad? Every time I premiere in 1080, it glitches on the premiere and ruins it.
Premieres are great. Just make sure it's something worth premiering. And it's gotten better over time. When they first came out, that's exactly what Xavier and I hated the most about premieres. Everything was a premiere. The dog's taking a crap, make it a premiere. I'm sitting here on my grainy phone, brushing away flies, make it a premiere. Premieres are made to do something exciting. Please keep them for that. And as a side note, if you're doing premieres, anybody, I see this a lot. They don't go to their own premieres. If you're going to have a premiere, have one for the love of God. Go to it. I know that sounds pretty self-explanatory, but you would be surprised how many times you would go to a premiere and they were nowhere to be found. So,
yes.
The Grimes Finds is doing a lot of them, and they're actually pulling it off. They're doing good with it. They're the one.
Duty Ron the same way,
yes,
because
Duty
he
Ron,
has
yes.
to do them because of the copyright that he got. He does them phenomenal. It's
True,
almost
yes.
like he's already doing a live stream.
I went into one of them wondering why he never said hi, and then I realized because it's a premiere, I forgot about him having to.
It really depends how you're doing them, and I think Papa Rome's Outdoors was asking the same question. Definitely make sure that you do put it out there beforehand. Treat it like a premiere. Definitely for sure, treat it like a premiere.
Advertise the hell out of them, Papa
yeah.
Rome's. Everything you do on here, market the hell out of them. Get them everywhere you humanly can, whether it's a video, whether it's a live stream coming up, whether it's a premiere. Every one of them should get the same. Everywhere you can put them, put them. It pays off.
According to YouTube, and I don't know in practice, but I'm just quoting YouTube, you actually are able to preset your premiere 3 hours in advance. What it means that your chat is going to be open for the pre-chat, as they call it, or pre-premiere, where, according to YouTube, you are able to talk to people and chat with them and interact and hype them for the premiere. And then the premiere goes live. So that's according to YouTube. We don't do premieres, so we don't have first-hand experience. I've seen people doing that from bigger YouTubers, and that's what YouTube actually suggests doing, is it to pre-schedule it with that 3-hour window, so then you are able to interact with your people before it actually goes live, and not only at the time it is live.
Drunk. I'm losing track of all the locations I have found to promote my videos.
That is awesome.
That's what you want.
Share some more with us.
Yes, please.
That's what I do half an hour before and about half an hour, 40 minutes during the live stream afterwards, is just promoting it.
Yep.
That's what we do here.
Even the 10 minutes, the opening credits where I'm pacing, it's just because we don't want to go with Nightbot. We don't want to use it.
Yeah.
But I'm not reading the chat. It's not that I don't care. Literally, we're still running around doing all the things prepping for this. Right to the very last second we go on. There's nowhere. The only time, guys, I mean, let's call it for what it is. If you go into some place, some CNN broadcast, rebroadcast, and it's full of sub me 22, sub me back, and that, well, yeah, there is proof that there is a couple of places not good to put your channel. But there's most of them, for the most part, are really good. I mean, any kind of groups on Facebook, groups that are into what you do. If you're into antiquing, of course, you want to find as many antiquing groups as you can humanly get your hands onto. And a lot of groups that will let you post that your video's coming up. If they'll let you, put it in. Let them see it.
Drone Kings and Darwin. It's It's a half good tip, let me tell you that way, honestly. I looked at my data and found a new site that I got a view from. Signed up for that one now. It's Chinese, but who knows what might happen. Now, it's a good idea of looking into your analytics to find the channels to sign up for. That's what we do as well. It's a great kind of backtracking where actually your views are coming from. Now, with signing up for, you're going to look if it really benefits you or not. I know you're not monetizing your channel, so it doesn't really depend. But for those of you that are monetized, your ad rate, like how much money you actually get, actually depends who is watching you and from where. So if you get, let's say, majority Chinese people watching, unfortunately, their ad rate is lower, so you would get less advertising money from that region.
There's YouTubers in Brazil that have 18, 19 million subscribers and can't make ends meet on here by any sense of the word, because there's just no advertising dollar. And that's not to shame any country or pick fault with it. That is the advertisers' dollars. They pay per region, and they get to select what regions they want to have their advertising dollars go towards. They can pick. And unfortunately, the number one countries is going to be United States, Canada, and that's just because of the advertising dollar where it's getting the most burst. The Traveling Clot brought that up when he interviewed him, which I thought was such a fantastic point. Never knew this. I don't know if some of you remember him. He was a past guest of ours, the guy we helped get to 100K that we've been watching. And he talked about that halfway through, but where he had to have these discussions where he wanted his channel to go. He was in the Philippines, and videos do very well in the Philippines. And he said, you notice a lot of travel channels do a good bit from the Philippines because it does great with views. But why does it do great with views? Well, further investigation is because Filipino people really enjoy watching foreigners visit their country. They really enjoy it, genuinely enjoy it, which is great. Gets bigger numbers, more views. But the advertising dollar is very, very, very low, like almost non-comparable to North America, UK, Australia, etc. So, okay, you get a bunch of views, but your advertising dollar's left. Once again, you're not going to get rich from the advertising dollar, but you're going to get more of a push where the advertising dollar is the hardest. If your number 1, 2, 3 channels are, for instance, Canada, United States, Canada, UK, you're going to get more push because they're making more money off those ads. That's exactly what it is. It's not a discrimination countries, it's the advertising dollar and how it plays out. And YouTube can still try to talk all kumbaya all day if they want to, but none of that has changed. They're still into making money, and where they can push you the most, and we've noticed that ourselves when we've had like a shut off limited monetization, we got less push. When we had limited monetization, less push.
Yeah, definitely. And I've been quoting the answer from one of the higher ups of YouTube and asked this question. They said, the question was, do you push more monetized videos? And the answer was no, but we prefer more advertiser friendly videos. Well, I mean, it's kind of like saying no and yes at the same time. So, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, construction cronies. Yeah, that's why I wasn't sure if it at the end it was or not. We'll try it, but then it might be one of the reasons. If it's kind of half glitched, you can't apply for the YouTube partnership or monetization if you have any strikes that are active. Just FYI for everybody else. So try it then and let us know.
Izzy fam, there's your answer right there. I was just about to tell you, it's been going up and down like a seesaw. There must be doing work on the servers, so. Yeah, there's the answer right there. We just hit 10,300. Yeah! There you go. Oh my god.
Now, from Tracy with Love, never remove the videos that you have claims on. Claims and strikes is a difference. Now, claims are only getting part or all of the monetization from the videos. Strikes is when you actually get penalties on your channel. So that's a huge difference between there. Claims don't really harm your channel. You can remove them and they don't really get reviewed in that matter. It doesn't really matter. Now, strikes, you can't apply. You have to be in good standing when you apply for monetization, and you must not delete any videos that have been striked unless YouTube does it itself. By any reason. That's one of the biggest mistakes. When people get a strike, they right away run and delete the video, and that's a huge no-no. Don't ever do that. Okay, construction cronies. That is great. Yeah, definitely. That might help those videos in public now. Producers live in Uganda. You can definitely ask the question or try to get to all of the ones that are about the live streaming today and the rest of them for tomorrow. So the next question was from what do you think about no, that's not the question about live streams. Tough about going live. Consulting with Herbert says, I have thought about going live, but I don't feel like I have a large enough interest that care about our channel. What are your thoughts on using network stream to grow?
That's kind of a two-part one. As far as doing live streams, I mean, live streams can be beneficial at any time if you stick to your topic and give people a chance to know you better. That could really open up more doors for better following from them.
I think what they meant is if they would do the networking, live stream on their channel.
Oh, that's what they mean.
Yeah, because otherwise there's not much interest.
Well, that's kind of a loaded question.
Are we ready for it?
No. Because I don't want to be putting down, everybody has a right to do it on their channel, and I don't want to open up any, just networking streams is not the be all end all for every channel to grow on here, guys. That I will say, and that's kind of been the silent door one. It plateaus. I mean, we've seen it happen time and time again from last year. You know, there's only so much of it goes around, and if it's just that, nothing else, it tends not to last for too long. That's just been our general view onto it. I'm not saying we're saints, but Xenia and I have put a heavy presence on information in here, even when we do the wheel and stuff like that, for that simple reason. Because left to it just being on its own, and especially going on, because it becomes addictive to a lot and on multiple times a day, it will most likely, from what I've seen since I've been on here, it fizzles.
Now, if you're not afraid to burn out yourself mentally, you can completely turn it into the networking channel altogether, and that's a different story. Like we were talking before, if you choose live streams to be your content, and then networking be your niche, you can do that twice a day, every day, and do nothing else. That's fine. Your niche down, your networking channel, it does live stream. The question is when it gets to be used as ways of growing, which definitely harms your channel in the long run, because once again, the people are going to be only coming for networking and nothing else. Your views are going to drop during doing that, and once you stop doing it, it's just going to plummet, because people are not going to be coming for your videos or your live streams that are about your channel, because that's not what they came there to begin with. So it all applies the same way, no matter if it's networking or any other type of live stream.
The ones I've seen in the past, a lot of times it becomes addictive. They do it too much, and then this is the death of it. It always happens the same way. One day they walk in and there's 10 people, and they stare. If you were to picture it like a store, once again, they look around, look left to right, and say, I know everybody here. And there was no way to keep enough new people coming in to keep it interesting, to keep it fresh for people to meet. And that's where it usually ends. Cautionary tale. It always looks like such a viable, easy solution to everything. This is a hard one to answer, because I don't want to sound, everybody has a right to do with their channel and that, but if you're asking Ron's opinion, yes, networking on the upstart seems easy. Most times it becomes it's hard to have self restraint with it. It's done too much then, and it becomes an obsession, and then it usually burns itself out. And that's just been the time and time again experience of being on here. That's just my personal opinion. But you're free to do with your channel what you want in the end. That's the main thing.
Yeah, and any of the tips that we are usually talking, like we always say, you obviously it's your channel, you choose what you do in it. It's just good to be aware of different consequences that happen on YouTube depending on what choices you make or what you do and what you don't do in your channel. As long as you're aware of that, do what you want to do on your channel, but it's good to understand how it works, so then you are not surprised when those consequences happen.
Lots of people have been here for a while. How many times have you seen a channel that's about barbecuing or about knitting or about every other subject you can think of on YouTube? And you see them recommended when you click on your subscriptions. And networking.
First of all, you can't do networking with 4 people in a chat.
No.
I'm sorry. I can't. It's not networking.
It is. And then it's not. And then you go in and you hear the telltale thing. I just want to try this. I just want to see. And then all of a sudden, by the end, there's 20 people in. And they don't even need to say it yet. And I can just tell by the look in the eyes, the fever's there. And within 24 to 48 hours, there's another one coming. And another one. And then it's like gambling. And you just need more and more and more of it because subscribers start building up. Funny part is when you do networking, a lot of times you don't grow as much when you're the host.
Yes,
that's another side note too that doesn't get said very often.
Yeah, if you look for the which videos got us the most subscribers, like I think 95% of them, the top ones are not our real ones.
Yep.
So, because people forget about you, they're more focused on people in the chat. Yeah.
PQ, it's hard for us, so we can't really give too much individual help on channels like laying it out and stuff. The best we can do is like when we're on the Tech Talk Tuesdays and stuff like that, reviewing the channel and grabbing those parts. All those things that we say to them when they're up there pertains to what you're doing. It's the same. The same rules apply to all channels. It's only once you get down into specific stuff like tagging and stuff like that that it becomes unique. And tagging, guys. Oh no! I just wanted to tell you up front. That's why, believe me, look at even with Twitter, we're days behind. It is a lot of work in that part, and it's the old feed a man to fish. Like tagging, you need to learn the techniques for it. We would do it, but every time Xenia is like really great at tagging. As soon as she starts talking about it, you can see the numbers start going down. But yet everybody wants to learn how to do it. Yeah. It's not the sexiest thing on YouTube.
We can do an experiment. How low I can go by talking, how low on viewers I can go by talking about tags.
It's not because Xenia's not interested. It's the topic.
I don't know how else, I don't know how appealing can I really explain because it's such a snore fest. But, yeah.
But it's one of the most crucial things to your channel. It is.
Key. Don't believe when people say it's not. It is. It is.
That's it makes all the difference.
Consistency in tags and actually using them. It is.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, I am just answering at the same time here. So did we have any more questions here? We have some questions that are not really referring to the live streams that we probably will just kind of roll over to tomorrow.
Yeah. Do you guys have any other questions regarding live streams? Is there anything else that we didn't cover or you guys were wondering about? Feel free, guys, to type them in and let us know. We're curious what you guys think onto it. Great to see all you guys in here. And thank you for listening about all of it, guys, because I just feel like it's a lot of times thrown at everybody like, well, here's a quick fix. Go live streaming. You'll get there. Yes and no, but I mean, you also got to worry about a legacy on here and what you're building. And do you want to cut it off the knees before it's even had a chance to get somewhere? It can be a viable option if it accentuates what you want to do on here. And it is okay to change. It's fine. People get in here, they learn new things about themselves, and not everybody gets it. But it just feels too much like it is just kind of thrown at everybody as just, don't work at it. Live stream, that'll be good. Gotta have interesting topics and make it like a journey that you are sharing, most definitely. And that's it. Whether you're doing videos or live streams, they all follow that same formula: a beginning, a middle, and an end. A point. There was a channel in here last night, the Beard Picker. Fantastic channel, guys. He's almost at 70,000. He does these. I'm not a big fan of panels. I never was because I feel they go off track. They don't have a lot of structure to them in that. But they do it so well over there, and I'm not even into their niche. And I just catch myself listening while I'm working, and I find it interesting because it's on a topic, and he has a time that he's going to be on and a time that they're going to be off, roughly. It's like TV shows. Yeah, imagine, okay, Cheers is on this week, but it's going to be 4.5 hours long. Now it's going to be a half hour long, and then 3 weeks from now it's going to be 8.5 hours long. And it's going to look like Murphy Brown this week, and next week it's going to look like 60 Minutes, and the week after that it's going to look like the Rocky Picture Horror Show. I mean, how do you keep track of it? How do you connect with anything like that? Don't be shy. And if you are doing live streams, this is one little note. Do not be shy to end it. There's no shame in that. You should. Don't wait till everybody leaves. Imagine a rock concert. You know, they end up like that. Good night, Cleveland. 21,000 people screaming. Well, what if they drug it out for so many hours, everybody's just walking away, and the crowds are getting small. In the end, you have the guys sweeping the floor and 5 people standing around the stage. It's not going to go down in history as your best performance by any word. I promise you
Although
that.
it could have at the beginning.
Don't overstay your welcome. You have a time to get off. Better to leave people wanting more. And that's something that was hard as we were getting up before we were monetizing that, and things started picking up. And like we were talking about the first time we can remember, we had 20 people in the chat. We were gonna about time to end it. Or the first time we got 40 hours in a live stream. I mean, we were on top of the world. We couldn't believe this was happening. How do you hit the eject button when it's going like this? And a couple of them, to be perfectly honest, we drug out too long. We had to learn it too, like everybody else. We really did. We're not perfect. We had to learn that it's good to end it, to leave people wanting more.
It actually hurts your live stream analytics if you wait till the very end, till nobody's there to end it.
Well, so it's no benefit to you in any shape or form. Appreciate your great advice. Thank you so much, Dagon Hills. Do appreciate the kind words, guys. Tagging, like we say, it is something to discuss, but the problem is that we don't feel like there's enough people who will stay around for it.
We could probably do it on Facebook or something like that, or on Discord if there is enough interest, like a special side stream where you are committed to being there, and I'll explain it and answer the questions. If there is like a couple people, like group, we can do that. But then you guys need to to get together in a group of like 10, maybe at least 10, so there is worth the time to explain and answer your questions at the same time.
I'll tell you honestly, I've thought about this, and I guess I can bring it now. We've talked and fully said this to Xenia. I thought about something like that actually might be better for something like that because of the turnout. Keep it smaller and do it kind of a master class style and charge a nominal fee and maybe have 10 channels only and do it through Zoom as a closed off.
Yeah, definitely smaller because it is intricate thing to explain. And I would be willing to do that. It's just not during our regular live streams because it is going to be a snore fest. So.
Because, I mean, that way it makes it more worth it. Because to do it, and if most people don't want to sit through it, it even hurts our analytics on YouTube. That's the problem, and hurts us for other shows. Mm-hmm. That way it doesn't have any, and it's a smaller class, so people get more out of it. So, do you guys think, just doing a quick poll, like, what do you guys think of that idea of stuff like that? Like, if us offering, like, some things as master classes where there'd be, like, maybe 10 people in the chat.
Throwing stuff at me during the live stream.
Yeah, that's right.
Getting me by surprise here. I guess so. Yeah, but definitely I agree. Smaller groups is definitely better.
Where, it's hard to do, like, one-on-one. It gets too expensive, and for the time. But, I mean, like I say, maybe about 10. Yes to the master class. Yes,
it's
just
not
an
true.
Impromptu one.
Tracy. There are some yes. Well, if there would be enough interest, maybe we could do something. I mean, I don't know how professional it first would be as a class, but explaining how it works, definitely.
Not to gouge, but just something that makes it more, because that's something also we've been looking at, kind of thing coming into the fall and stuff like that. Where do I go to make tags for my tomorrow night? PQ, come on over to Tech Talk. We'll jump into that a little bit more. We'll cover that. So we'll not go into it too deep, but at least get that shown.
I'll save you a question, but come over so I can answer it.
Yeah. So that was just something. Yeah, guys, we're just starting to think of other things like that as well that might help. And I know that because some things it's hard to do helping out, but in group of 10 you can, or so, you can kind of give a bit more of an individual thing to it. Because you can cover a lot more ground in a shorter amount of time. No, PQ, no apologies needed whatsoever. None, no worries.
Junk from work, I'm getting your comment or question as well for tomorrow.
Wood pigeon, you don't have to, but it would be recommended. I'd love to see you in it, so. Do I have to wear a schoolgirl outfit?
No, just knee-high socks. With shorts, please. Just FYI.
I love Jason, but I just pictured him in knee-high socks.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, same as if I think of me in knee-high socks. Same reaction, so. Well, Sooner Squatch 74. It's awesome to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic.
Yeah, TubeBuddy has a free tag. And I think what PQ Paraworks actually was asking where to put the channel tags. That's the question was. So yeah. Do you believe growing channels work? If you have content to back it, yes.
Yep.
It's the same as networking in the conference or meetup. You know, I mean, yes, maybe it is not the same, you know, up to par quality as Vid Summit or anything like that, but at the core, it has the same idea. It has the same idea of going, connecting with creators like you, learning from creators, checking them out in life, face to face. Well, if networking done right and you have the content to back it up, you're basically doing the same thing. That's how it's initially is intended to be. You know, when it turns sub for sub, then obviously it's not going to work. And also, if you don't have content, what are they going to be staying for, you know?
Jason, I don't think I have much for pigtails. They're going to be very small.
Yes. Or maybe from your beard. We should grow the beard for pigtails.
I'm shaving my beard tonight. Little Rock family, see you tomorrow. You take care. Thank you so much for coming. But this was a good time. You know, this was impromptu, but that is something we're looking at. That is something that we think maybe might be more beneficial. I talk lightly. She's kind of, shocked that I brought it up.
Yeah, I'm kind of like... I'm thinking in my head like class. I'm gonna prepare the slides and everything.
But it doesn't. More of it is like a masterclass is not much. It's more of a chance if you get 10 channels together, you can ask questions like that. It's more of an it gives more time to answer them directly and stuff like that.
I would have more time to look into actual channels and see what fits or not, what doesn't. Not necessarily saying that finding the tags for you. That's a different story.
It's to teach you guys more how to do it. I mean, we have a couple other subjects maybe we can do that with as well.
Here, Construction Cronies was interested in lighting and angles for a video. He said was interested in that subject.
Another one I was actually thinking of, I'll run it by you guys right now, is discussing marketing more. Marketing channels on YouTube and social media. Is that something else you guys would think you'd be interested in? I'm not holding this to you. Nobody's keeping names. I'm just asking, do you think that's something that would be interesting as a master class as well? Like how about understanding marketing, branding, and that, and how to be seen more.
Redneck Stacker, hello. I'm Living Guard. Thank you so much for being here. Good to see you. From Tracy.
Appreciate this, guys. We do appreciate the
life with Domo. Hello. How are you? Yes, there are a couple yes as well. That is awesome.
Nice. Because it's nice to do the general stuff, but it'd be nice that helps us as well. Because I mean, and a way we can kind of do it on. Some of those things are just so much easier to do on a smaller scale. So that's kind of
yeah, because oftentimes it generates more questions as you go through, and then it, you know, when chat is flying, is hard to have like all questions answered, and then sometimes things get lost in translation.
Exactly.
Cardoso Media, we actually talked about you today.
Yes, you were always an example. How are you? Great to see you.
Like, oh my God, what did I do?
Live with Domo, we're doing fantastic. Great to see you as well. West Haven, always forever. How are you? Squabo, how are you? I haven't seen a video like this before.
Not sure what like this means, but I hope it's a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. I just bought the BMPCC 4K Metabones Speed Booster Sigma A Art 1835.
Oh my God. Sigma and that was some Metabones was some pricey thing to have, but congratulations, it's worth it.
Wow.
So now I'm jealous now.
How do you feel about being an influencer or a brand ambassador? You're just selling out and making a... No, I don't like... Listen, I don't like the term selling out. Everybody has a right to make money. I remember this from the music business as well. So you get it. You can sell out into it for sure, but there's ways you can endorse stuff and still be true to you. I mean, you can't put them all in the same boat. It depends what the product is, the agreements you make, and how reputable they are, and all those things play into it.
You can always say, even when you're talking with the brand, that you're going to stay honest to your opinion. And I think most of the brands, if they're legitimate, they don't mind actually that at all. It's still exposure for them, and your viewers are, valuing
Look at
it.
Linus Tech Tips when he was talking about it. He said that, he said they've even noticed an upward swing in sales even when they haven't given the most gracious review to something, so they don't get too much backlash.
Definitely, yeah. So definitely.
We're doing great squabble. Hope you are as well. 7K rig with just one lens.
I know.
We figured in that area.
Well, you have some metabones. I'm like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's quite an investment, that is for sure.
Definitely.
So,
yeah. Like I said, that's what I said. I'm jealous.
What the paranormal in the house? How are you? Good to see you. What a good audience retention number for every hour stream. Just a ballpark. That varies from stream to stream. Depends how many people you should get, how much your subscribers.
You can see in your analytics if it's above average of what you have and what your category has, or if it's not. So look in your analytics and you're going to be able to see that.
And judge it by a bunch. Don't judge it by one to the next day. Remember, guys, anything on YouTube is like a business. You want your up days and your down days to equal out to decent days in the end. Don't get too obsessed one day or the other. A lot of things can change. Like tonight, we had a lot of network break and stuff like that. For God's sakes, we've hit 0 subscribers 5 times tonight. So, I mean, if we took it to heart, we would be freaking out right now. Wouldn't be able to talk. So,
Boss Lady, I'm not sure what exactly means thumbnail plane and what for.
Dagon Hills, good night, dear people. You make YouTube and our channels better with your invaluable info. So glad to know you both. It's so great to know you. You're such an amazing person. You have such a good heart. Thank you so much for being here. Have a fantastic night.
Wood Pigeon both is fine.
Yep.
Little Rock Family, that is a YouTube glitch. We and many other creators have gone through it. It's going to be fine. Don't worry.
It's been nuts to watch. It's been going absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it's fun actually.
Yeah.
Papa Roms said that somebody should rate us and get us to first 100 subscribers again. That would be like, oh my God, we lived it twice.
Smoke 'em, we're streaming with OBS. That's what you. And then when we do interviews, we pipe in Zoom. So
yes. Well, Construction Cronies, now I'm excited for you, and I can't wait as well.
That's pretty awesome. Congratulations to you.
Oh yes, my God.
Dave Booth, you have a fantastic night. It's 2:20 a.m. here. Completely understand. Thank you so much for being here. Much love to you. Hope you have a fantastic night.
Now, tomorrow we're going to be having Tuesday Tech Talk at 7 o'clock, as always. We're going to answer all the questions that I had from today, still saving up, as well as about YouTube security breach that happened over the weekend and what you can do to prevent that, or at least try to. We did retweet it today, as well with the link of how you can check security of your channel. So go over and check it out if you haven't checked it yet.
Good night, Little Rock family again. And guys, please, if you haven't already, please hit the like button and all that stuff. Guys, if you're new here, hit the subscribe. It really does help out a lot. You guys are absolutely awesome, amazing people. And also, guys, don't forget about your selfies. Oh my God almighty.
Thank you so much for all the nice words and all the feedback. If you can share it out with your friend or somebody you think that might be helpful for, please do come back and leave a comment of the tip that you like the best or maybe helped you the best. It also helps us in our analytics. So thank you so much. If you can, please do.
That's right, guys. You guys are absolutely awesome. Your selfies. We're going to feature one after this live stream again, so don't be shy, guys. Get them up there. Yesterday was our resident sweetie, Jackie Hutter. So love to show you guys off. Get them up there, guys. Look fantastic because you already are. And looking forward to see them. Till next time, guys. Take care. Be well. We'll see you soon. Much love. Keep creating, guys, and hang in there. Bye.